And boom, we are live. I just want to check to make sure that that chat room thing ain't doing that again.
Was it working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, last time it was definitely acting weird. Let me see. What up, everybody? I see y'all coming in. As y'all come in, y'all know the routine. Go ahead and drop a like, drop a comment, share it over to Instagram or wherever you need to. Get some people involved in the conversation. Let me just make sure this is all good. Involved in the conversation. Yeah, it looks. Yep, all good. Boom. I think I know what it be now.
What is it?
At the top of the live stream thing on YouTube, it either says top chat or live chat. All messages are visible. Mm-hmm. Last time I switched it to live chat, that's when everyone was able to start dropping their comments. Before, when it just said top chat, it just said some messages. So now I think I got it. I got to switch it as soon as I come in.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But I see people commenting already, so that means that we in the building. Yep. How was the week though, Frosty?
This week was a lot of work. Just, I say that every week, but it's the truth, man.
Yeah, productive.
A lot of people don't understand like the work involved in this shit. Like 7 days a week is like old industrial type shit, and I'm doing that right now. In 2021, 7 days a week, like zero days off for months and months and months.
And somebody just said something. I got to say the same thing. I appreciate you holding it down last week. Had my days mixed up, winded up having something to do. So I appreciate that. You still giving them a show last week.
Oh, I had to, man. I had to come on in here and talk about it, talk about whatever, just keep them updated with something. We was worried about you, man. I was like, what the fuck? You ain't answering the phone or nothing. I'm like, man, I hope everything's cool, man.
Yeah, all good.
That'd be my first thing, man. My first thing go to the worst things. And I just be hoping everybody all right.
Yep, I was all good. I just had a little event that I had to attend to and completely forgot what day it was.
Gotcha.
I didn't notice it until I seen you live, and I jumped in, and I'm like, why the hell is he live over here? And then I looked at the day. I'm like, oh, man. Yeah.
The wrong day.
Yeah, one of those. Yep. But we good. We back on schedule. Don't worry. I'm going to make sure I keep up with it. So we can rock out for 1 second while we allow some more people to come in. So
all right.
Give you guys a quick second. Shoot. Team click clack. We stay focused on winning. King on the beat. We gonna keep bringing this heat your way. Y'all seem to not understand who running this. Yeah. Shooter. Chasing the check, I just need me some moolah. Don't got no trust, so I keep me a Ruger. I'm on the pull up, you think that I Uber. Don't gotta do it, cause I got the shooter. Chasing the check, I just need me some moolah. Don't got no trust, so I keep me a Ruger. I'm on the pull up, you think that I Uber. Don't gotta do it, cause I got the shooter. You should see how I done came up. My life could be on a gangland, but won't find a thing I would change up. Cause I couldn't remain the same man. I'm trying to go global with this here. I'm tired of reaching the same fans. I'm about to go gold on this new tape. I couldn't keep using the same plans. I had to link up with some different people. Had to start using some new procedures. I need me busting all through your speakers. Need me some strength like a new Adidas. Live what you talk to me, don't believe you. So I'ma pass on the chance to meet you. With me on track, I enhance the features. Need me some time and a pound of legal. Bully the block like I'm Beanie Siegel. Know you a clown, I don't need to see you. Living your life to impress the people. Live for myself, so don't stress the ego. Don't try my best to impress the divas. Tell you the truth, I just smash and leave them. Money gon' say if you don't retrieve it. If it's a law, homie, please believe it. Shooter. Chasing the check, I just need me some moolah. Don't got no trust, so I keep me a Ruger. I'm on the pull up, you think that I Uber. Don't got gotta do it cause I got the shooter. Chasing the check, I just need me some moolah. Don't got no trust, so I keep me a Ruger. I'm gonna pull up, you think that
You know, we always got to rock out, give everybody a chance to either roll up or go do what they need to do. But we're back. And today's
that shit
topic
instantly get me juiced up.
Yeah.
As soon as that shit come on, just shoot it. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
shit.
one of those. Yeah.
You know what's gonna have to happen though?
Well, oh yeah.
We gotta make a song for the podcast.
Definite. As soon as you said, it got to happen, it clicked right away. I said, yeah, we got to do an intro.
We got to.
Much needed.
As soon as everything settled down just a little bit, we gonna get it together.
Oh yeah,
you're still in the middle of your warehouse, right?
Yep. Just pretty much got all the wiring and everything taken care of. So now we hanging lights and getting ready to start it up, and still preparing for the outdoor too.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's like I be telling a lot of people, they be like, "When you gonna drop some more music and shit?" And I'm like, as soon as I settle down a little bit, and they be like, think about it now. I gotta finish putting the plastic on the greenhouse, tightening everything up, make doors for it, make sure all the hinges and latches is how I want it. Because I'm trying to be a perfectionist out there with it. Then after that, I gotta get dirt, gotta fill them up, gotta get the pots, gotta put the pot out there, put the plants in them. Then I gotta set up the watering system.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's
they don't understand. They think it's just a simple this ain't regular outdoor where you just load up a big pot and slap a plant in it and call it a day. Like this takes some work, air movement, this takes some work.
All that, a lot of thinking, man. Like I wake up, I'll be in my dreams thinking about this shit. Wake up and get it. Like for real, these past days, my day started around like 7:30, and I'm at it till the sun go down.
Oh yeah.
Till the sun go down. All I do is I've been eating one meal a day.
Yep.
And I actually like it like that. It's pretty dope. I work till about 3:30 and then finally eat and then go out and do some finishing touches, come back in the house, watch a movie or something, chill with the girl, kid, and just do it all over again.
You know, it's crazy. I said that to someone one day and they thought I was nuts. They was like, how often do you eat? And I said, I usually eat like one decent meal a day. And they was like, that's it? I'm like, yeah, bro, works perfect for me.
That's perfect. For a working man, you should not be eating hella food.
No, it's hard to work on a full stomach.
You can't do it.
Yeah, I'll snack with some fruits and stuff throughout the day, but one meal a day.
That's all you need.
Yep.
I snack throughout the whole day. I got my peanut butter pretzels. I hit that up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then I snack on what else I got? I got these clusters, these coconut clusters, like with nuts and shit in it. Pretty good.
Yep. Something like that. That'll just keep you going. It won't make you want to sit down and get lazy or nothing, but it give you the energy to just keep going. And then at night, have a big man plate. That's it. Yep. And that works perfect. Yep. So this week we're gonna talk about large yields, how to get large yields, and reasonable numbers on what I consider a large yield.
Did you see the Miami Mango post?
No. Sometimes I miss some of his. They'd be hilarious though.
You said death to DE lights 2021 is over with, right? And the basics of it is putting the LED closer to your canopy and turning the power down, and then you still get all the photons throughout your canopy, but at a lower wattage, so you're not burning the plants, and you're saving a lot of money on electricity. And
how close are they talking?
He's talking about 12 inches, but at 35% power. So with that, when he says it and he shows the diagrams and everything about the ThinkPro LEDs and the spread of it, I really understand it. Because my friend in Sacramento, he shocked me one day. He had a 10 by 10 room and he had 3 LED lights. He bought those bar style before I was like, fuck them bars. Like I wanted to, the HOGs and shit. So he bought these bar styles for like $1,300 and he had them low, really low to the canopy. Dude pulled 8.5 pounds out of it. Woo. And I was like, whoa, I'm doing something wrong. So now I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, that'll work.
Yeah.
I'm
I never
thinking
thought
that'll
about
work.
it, but why not
Because
just
you
buy
don't
a
want to
lower
full it.
wattage
You don't
light?
want to blast it. You don't need to blast it. You could buy the higher wattage light and turn it down and still have the efficacy of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all that light is not, it's not like a, I don't know how to explain it because, you know, that's kind of scientific, but I understand it. I understand what he's saying. It's closer, you're getting all the way deep into the depth of that canopy. You probably wouldn't even need to lollipop. You would probably just need a leaf strip, and that's it. And you're getting all the way in there. So that's something to think about. I might tweak with that a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
it's worth it. Because if you're getting yields like that throughout your whole plant, then nothing is wasted.
Nothing. Yeah, he might be on to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely might be on to something with that. Something to look forward to going into these new builds and everything.
Yeah, something to just
perfect
try it
for
out.
that information.
Yeah, seriously, man. Because I'm thinking about the bar style, you get that spread already. So you can't do it with, I would say, like the scorpions and the square HLGs. On the scorpion you can, I mean, on the scorpion and the scorpion Diablo, you could probably achieve that 12-inch thing that they were talking about. But like we was talking about before, they don't tell you you're gonna have to turn it down. You can't put it 12 inches at full blast.
At full blast, hell no.
You know, and then is it a reason to even buy the Diablo if you're planning on doing 12 inches? It's not really a reason for that. Because you can never turn it up full blast. So what do you need all the extra power for?
That's what I was thinking. Why not get a light that's a little lower wattage, still gives the same efficacy, and boom.
Like the Scorpion.
If
you want to stick with HLG, get the Scorpion. You got the spread. You can turn it down and just get it close.
Green Gene actually does pretty much the same thing. He doesn't keep his lights. He keeps his lights roughly around 12 inches, and he just dials them down. He still hit almost 2.5 last time per tray.
Yep.
With mistakes.
See, and I was looking at how he was doing it, and I was mad at myself because I didn't put the dimmer on mine. And that would have probably could have been a game changer right there.
Yep.
So in the future, I might go back and rewire it and dim it. Put the dimmer.
You know why it sounds so foreign to us? We still stuck in HPS Gavita mind state, kind of, and we know those who use like and those of us who use like the HLGs, we know how bright they are. We know they give off a fuck ton of light. So and when they said 12 to 16 inches at full blast, I'm like, no, not gonna happen. That's not gonna
work. It just doesn't make any sense at all.
Doesn't make any sense. This strong ass, bright ass light, you want 12? No, I'm a fry it. Last time my lights got that close, it bleached all my tops, every single one of them. That was the first time I ever got light bleaching. Like they've grown into the Gavitas and I didn't have that issue. They definitely all turned white at the very tops of the back of my room where it overgrew and got 12 inches.
So this is where it takes planning and really planning that.
Oh, yeah.
What is the purpose of buying an HLG light that doesn't have an even spread throughout the light? If you're going to be using it at 12 inches. See, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the Diablo.
What's the purpose of it? Then if you're going to do that, then you're going to want a bar style light. You're going to want a big square shape that covers that 4x4 footprint.
Perfect.
So you're going to want all that because the HLG is like 4 boards too close together. And the new ones are 6 boards. Those will work. The 6 boards will work. But the older HLGs, I think those are like, is it a purpose? And if it is a purpose, that purpose is only for the top of the canopy.
Yeah, and now that they got their new lights out, I think eventually they're going to do away with the square ones.
They're going to have to sell them, just get rid of them, put them on sale.
Yep, and then never restock on them. Luckily, they pretty much make their own lights here, so it's not like they're too backed up on inventory because they're still going to sell out the last of what they have, and then afterwards just switch strictly to the bars because that's what people want.
The bars is just.
I've been saying it from the beginning that their light just doesn't give a spread enough to the corners. And I would rather have a bar style light that's giving me the same amount of light in the corners as it's giving me in the center, as it's giving me in the far corners. That's it. Especially
but
with
the
an
new
LED.
The new one works great. The new one
yeah.
gets that spread though. The new one gets the spread. It's just for the future. They're gonna have to eventually either stay with that or stay with the six panel, or just keep modifying the 6 panel, because they're not going to want to do a bar style light. They want to set themselves apart. I don't see them doing that ever.
No. I don't see them doing like a green gene light, like the other ones that you have in your other room. I don't see them going that route.
Because they already have like that shit. Is it like a patent or something that they have on those?
I'm not sure because a whole. Oh yes, they do have a patent on the quantum boards. Yes.
Yeah, so they're going to stick with that patent because, I mean, but I just see the bars. They're going to take over.
Definite, and I see the racks. The racks is going to take over too.
Yeah, the rack system, and that's what they were saying. Also, like if you're like say these apple fritters right here, these are about 24 inches in the pot. Mm-hmm. I could put a light up right now, 12 inches. That'd be 3 foot. And they'll stretch to about 4.5 foot. So if you got a 5 foot, a 10 foot ceiling, you can fit a rack system in, no problem.
Yep, and double your yield.
And it'll be
without
like
losing floor space.
And you're gonna get buds all throughout the plant.
That's all you're gonna have is buds. That's it. Yep. Once you strip, it's a wrap. You're not gonna have no larf, no nothing. That's non-existent in that kind of system. Everything's keepable. Everything looks like the top 8 inches of a plant.
That's why I kept that Tiki Madman's lemon icy. I re-vegged that because that bitch stacked all the way through with dense buds. And that was a 315 she was under, so she didn't get nowhere near what she could have did. And it was just stacking the whole way through. So I'm definitely about to play with that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love HLG's new light though. The Diablo boards and all, I love those.
Yeah.
I just like the way they got it set up. Like it's perfect to cover a nice a tray. It's absolutely perfect. I'm glad that they were listening to the people. That's what I like the most about HLG. They really for the people. They was listening to us when we kept on saying we need a different style than the quantum boards.
Because they knew we want to fuck with them, but they just seen all these square boards coming out, and they're like, damn. I mean, these bar style boards, and they're like, you got to do something, man. Compete with this because it's a fucking dope design. Like it's bars edge to edge.
And we would love to still be able to go to HLG and fulfill that need. We don't really want to have to go nowhere else because I'm a loyal customer to people. Like if I deal with you, I deal with you. And unless somebody else, unless it's a deal that I just can't turn up. Yeah, but there's a lighting company. I'm not sure if you've seen in the comments that's been hitting us on here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they got some weak ass lights. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't really crisscross like that.
Me neither.
If I do, it got to be a real reason. And I'm really thinking about Lux lighting. I've been thinking about them. Their LEDs.
They got a Gavita looking one, right?
No, Lux is they got bar style.
Yeah, foldable. like the Gavita LED.
Yeah, it's all the similar shit. Foldable.
Yeah.
8 bars, 8 strips.
Oh, a lot more. They got the foldable diodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Green Jeans, the shit is dope. But the thing I was thinking about Green Jeans only has the single row of diodes. The other one has more diodes. Not that it matters because all it's going to do is just push more light through those diodes instead of pushing more efficient light through more diodes. So that's what I think. I think the more diodes, the more the power is spread and the less wear and tear it'll be on the diodes. That's what I think. That just kind of makes sense to me. So that's why I like the other ones because they have 3 rows of strips of diodes on each bar.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, now I see what you're saying. And the other ones only have 1 strip. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah. Yep.
Well, it's really just his that has the 1 strip, you know?
Yeah, so there's you could really push. You can get those low down into the plants because with so many diodes, it's spreading out that heat, it's spreading out the intensity. Those are some you could get really that I wouldn't be afraid for the 12-inch thing.
Now you see what I'm saying? And
yes.
It's like no heat. It's like no heat.
None.
So you can have your heater be your dehumidifier or something or whatever else in the room. Like that'd be dope. Or you put a little space heater. I've been hearing people putting space heaters in there just to warm it up because it's that's in Michigan. It's because it's kind of cold. So, but over here it'll probably be just fine.
Yeah, I got space heaters in my room right now because you can't survive without them come wintertime. I told you I have this. My AC still isn't on yet.
Yeah.
I still don't need AC yet. Like just the HLGs alone will keep it warm enough when lights is on, and then when lights go off, the space heaters kick on to bring them through the night. But they don't. The temperature never reaches a point where it needs the AC. I'm still trying to get it warmer.
Yeah, that's my only thing about the LEDs is like it's so backwards for me because I learned with hot lights and I learned that cooling is the issue, and now it's like just maintaining the heat in the room is the issue. It's
the issue. Because the LEDs need it so much warmer compared to what we've been used to all these years. Like all these years, we even build rooms with HPS in mind, like extra heat. Like you keep that in mind when you're building a room. And my AC is way oversized because it was sized for 4 Gavitas. So it's way oversized now compared to the LEDs. Even come summertime, it's still barely it comes on, but it's barely working.
Damn.
Because it was meant to cool much more heat than what it has to cool now.
Yeah, once they make that switch, it's like, damn, fuck we need this big ass air conditioner for.
Yeah, keep it at it'll keep it at 79 or something, no issue. So sometimes I gotta dial it back some days because I'm like, yo, I need it up in the 80s.
So now it's like the plan that I was thinking for my perpetual, bro. The rooms and how I was gonna do it. That plan is based
your audio's cutting in and out.
Damn, fucking Wi-Fi again.
Hear you now.
I'm good.
Yep.
So yeah, the plan for this perpetual rooms was a plan for HLG lights. Mm-hmm. And right now I'm still planning on getting them, but the more I'm hearing about these other lights, it's kind of or tempting. Just, I don't know, man. It's tempting, you know?
It's tempting.
But then it's like, how do I warm that room up? So if I'm warming that room up, now I have to use this air conditioner that's outside as a heater.
Kind of, yeah.
And what does that do to the temperature of the water?
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You normally want to keep the room, but if the AC ain't really going to be working anyway.
Yeah, so it's got some stuff to think about. I might just stick with the original plan and probably just play with the dimmer and just play with that, see what that does.
Yep. On the Raymatics light that I got, I didn't hook the dimmer up to that either. But that light, I don't give a shit. The plant could grow right into that light, no issues on full blast, and it's 1,000-watt LED.
Damn, that's cool as hell.
The banana buttercups were literally almost touching it and had no issues, none. No light bleaching. The leaves didn't look funny, nothing.
And that's the lights that will get you those yields. Because it could thrive in it and it can just penetrate.
Everything under that room, everything under that light goes crazy. It's just a little bit more blue than I'd like it, but it works fine. It's basically a rack light. They just got a different style,
different spectrum,
and a different spectrum, of course. Yep, and
their style is crazy. It looks hella heavy and bulky.
It is, but I think eventually, as they get better, they're gonna fix that.
Yeah.
Yep. So the shit mentioning high yields. Lights, placement of your lights will definitely affect your yield.
Yeah.
But now we're learning different ways to work around that. But don't undersize your light. Don't go out here and be cheap and think you're gonna get one of these 300-watt LEDs and just crush it. No. Most of the people.
Yeah, don't even waste your time, man. If it's not 600 watts. It is not 600 watts, or even the 550s, like the older 550s.
Yep.
Those still rock. Man. Don't get us twisted in saying like those square lights aren't good anymore. They're still great, but you just want to think towards the future when you're growing because yield is everything. Because just like, for example, I'm seeing people that ain't never touched a plant in life talking about growing this year. So it's going to be a lot of competition. Now, what do you need for a lot of competition? You're going to have an aggressive, competitive price. So the yield is gonna be a big factor in all of it.
It's huge.
It's going to be the biggest factor.
I think so.
Because the weed is dope. Like the strains is dope out there. People got strains.
Oh yeah,
now we got to maximize the strains. Yeah,
exactly. Like right now, people have access to genetics that they've never been able to just like first time growers can come in and get some top level shit right now and do a good job.
And that's good because you think like when I was first time growing and you get a bad strain, you think you trash. You think you trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Man, I got to get better. But
almost made me quit growing.
Strain.
Yep. Almost made me quit growing. I had some strains, bought some clones from somebody locally. They said it was something. It definitely wasn't. And it had me thinking I'm tripping. Like, man, this shit ain't frosty. Like this don't look like everything else. And then I purchased a pack of seeds and actually pheno hunted the first time, and it changed everything.
That'll change you up. First time I pheno hunted, I grew the black cherry punch with the Titan's breath and all kind of other seeds. And that shit had me thinking like a whole new wave. Like, wow, the dope is out there. You just really got to hunt for it.
It was a different level of it too, compared to just grabbing clones from people.
Way different.
Way different. I always say Brisker changed my life. Yeah. Yeah. Because there was nothing that kind of quality anywhere around me at that time. Not then.
Oh yeah.
No, hell no. We was still we late over here. Like by the time things are moving on from y'all and y'all getting into the new, we just getting what y'all getting tired of.
Gotcha.
Yeah, GG is still super popular. Like it shocked me the other day. Somebody was like, "Yo, what do you think is top shelf?" I said, "Well, what do you think is top shelf?" Their first two answers was sour and Gorilla Glue. I said, "Oh my god, yeah, we gotta catch up."
Yeah, but that's not bad.
No, it's not an issue.
Not bad.
Yeah,
they are those names for a reason.
Yeah.
We just trying to fight. We're just trying to catch up with that hype. So it's like, nah, that ain't it, bro. That ain't it. But really, if you're talking about just a high, you'll be all right.
It depends on really how tapped in are you with the Mecca, which would be California. How many growers from there are you watching? How many people are you talking to from out there? Because that's the only way you're going to be up to speed back over here. You got to be tapped in over there in some way, shape, or form.
Man, DeGilly had me cracking up today, bro.
Oh, somebody sent that to me. Had me crying.
Cracking up, man. He's
they still behind.
The best bags, man.
Best bags.
Louis bags, Chanel bags, Chanel Kush.
and the shit
doodoo in a what do you say? Doodoo in a designer bag.
Yep.
Man, that's the hype right there. The bags.
Yeah.
People still ain't got it though, man.
Man, I'm still the sandwich bag king. I don't have time to be doing all of that. I'm gonna let it speak for itself. I don't need the bag to speak for me. I'm not making somebody else's brand more popular. Like exactly. I'm sorry, I'm not just gonna go and keep on hype because these bags actually belong to a company. You're just making them more popular by using their bags, and most often it's cookie bags or Jungle Boy bags. So all y'all doing is making their brand bigger by just going to Amazon they shit. Let the weed speak for itself.
Yeah.
And then I can't even really see what it looked like. I got to take it out the bag to see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
Doodoo in a designer bag. That's crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, fucking he said something real about that though. Like all that money in Atlanta, like where the fuck is y'all dispensaries at? That's what caught my attention. And that's the truth. Where is y'all dispensaries at? That should be the focus of us.
It's still pretty illegal out there.
Yeah, and it ain't shit out there, bro. When I was in Stone Mountain a few years ago, I'm talking about I'm driving around, I'm checking things, man. It ain't nothing out there. It's nothing. I'm talking about it's trash out there. He said every time he gets some cool shit, his brother bring it. And that's it. And it don't be a lot. It'd be like a hit and miss type shit.
Yep. The kind of quality that some people are used to got them spoiled rotten because they just assume it's like this everywhere that you about to go. No, 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 no. Like what other people call pressure, you would be like, you ain't got nothing
That ain't
else.
it.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing else.
Those names will fool you.
Oh,
this
yeah.
Good gas. This good gas.
This
This
Zaza.
And you be like,
this the Zaza.
Well, nah, it's the Nana.
This the Nana. This the Yo, and the easiest thing to do is to post a video and the weed be purple. That's really all you have to do. Post it, let it be purple. It doesn't even matter how good or bad it is. Boom, people are on it. Yep. Now everyone's talking about it. Got everyone thinking it's fire. And truth be told, the green shit that was in his stories as well was better.
Yeah.
For real. Now, not saying that purple isn't good. I'm saying the purple that they're going to get isn't good.
Yeah.
Because there's some.
It's the same, man.
I'm smoking Sunset Runts right now, and Lord,
that's fire.
This shit crazy.
Where you get that from?
Frosty McNasty.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. this shit the greasy runts and this one is beyond amazing.
Those the ones you liking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the shorter.
Everybody, yeah, my boy called from down south. He said shorter years. Like, man, he was like, bro,
that's the one.
Like, man, I wish I had all the bags of this.
That's why I'm saving the rest of it that I have because I don't even want to smoke it all yet.
Yeah, that Sunset Runs look great though. I haven't got to that yet. I only hit the one.
Man.
I just don't be having time to smoke. Like I be having to do hella shit.
And I don't want to be neither, but this shit's so good. It make you find time. Like, make you find 2 or 3 minutes out the day to stop and take at least 2 pulls off of this thing, get back to work. Because it just be calling you. It be in the back of your mind.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's how good that one was. I think now yield is going to be based very differently than it was way back when, because normally yield's based off of how many watts the light's throwing. But now that can't be farther from the truth because half the wattage use a LED, you're going to pull the same numbers. I'm seeing people with the LEDs pulling Gavita numbers, out of this world numbers.
See, that's what's happening now, man. The switch has been here for the past couple of years with LEDs, but the masses ain't got on it yet. And once they run LEDs the first time, I've been seeing commercial growers, and like once they run the LEDs the first time, they're like, we switching.
Yep.
Like we switching. Like it's a no-brainer to switch. A no-brainer. You saving all across the board. Because you gotta think about those bills that they got. Them bills is high. The lights are cheaper, bills is high, but you got to keep changing bulbs.
Yep.
You got to keep pumping tons of AC in there. So it's like, it just makes sense, man.
Everything LEDs about it costs more. Yep.
And you're not worrying about it. You buy the LEDs once, you ain't doing nothing for 5 years, bro. That's a long time to get it in. 5 years and not have to worry about your lights.
That's crazy. Seeing Grandmaster level switch to LEDs is what really started changing my mind because I know how stubborn he is and I know he only likes shit that works. If something don't work, he is not fucking with it. I don't care how many times you try to tell him about it, he will not. So when I seen him finally switch, I'm like, let me start actually looking into these LEDs a little bit. And as soon as I turned the first LED on, it was a HLG 240, the kit that you had to build.
Yep, same one I did.
I hooked that up.
My entry level, because I'm like, damn.
Me too. I turned that shit on and was like, yo.
I was sold.
This is the brightest light I've ever seen in my life. Like,
if this doing this, what the other one doing?
Exactly.
I had to.
And it was over after that. And my yields didn't change. Like everyone was like, yo, did you get a bigger yield with the LEDs? No, but I'm using almost 600 watts less electricity.
And you see difference in the quality, like
quality, major difference.
The quality just be different, man.
Way different.
It's like the terps like it. The terps come out, like you start smelling shit and
seeing
shit you ain't never really smelled. It's like wow, the same cut.
I almost lost Brisker, so that was really like my first time that last round doing it under LEDs, and it looked completely different. It was purple. The buds were way bigger. The smells were off the chain. The bud structure was different. It was definitely a little knobbier and denser under the LEDs than it was HPS. And now it looks like a completely different plant.
The lights got so much to do with the way your bud comes out and like unlocking its true potential. Like when I grew that polyshore in the back room, never seen it like that ever. That shit was
Crazy.
like phenomenal, man. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, the only thing difference is these lights.
Is the LEDs. It makes them
that
look
kind of
different.
makes me think that Green Jeans lights are better, honestly, because that back room be crushing shit, man. That quality just be back there killing it.
And it's the spread.
It's that spread, man. It's something.
Everything's
you know when it's something. You know what you're growing. You know what you're doing. You know, it's like, it's something different. It's something about them.
Something about them. Yeah. Something about them. Yeah.
Real, man.
Yeah. So yield is definitely changing now. Like I wouldn't be putting no HPS in the tent in 2021. That's out the question.
HPS, I'll always use them because they always gonna be backups.
Definitely.
And I'll probably, be moving around and doing different shit or helping other people get something started, and I could just take percentage of knowledge and just throw them up, get a run in, let you understand how shit work, and go from there. Then if you really want to invest in yourself, you get these lights. They're like, how much is them? I'm like, oh, about 1,000. They're all about 1,000. They're like, damn.
About 1,000.
Yeah, that's how much it costs. Bro, I had an emergency yesterday. I go to the house, open the big room door. I'm like, ooh, what's this? Damn, 85% humidity? I'm like, what the fuck going on? I run to the back, look at the old Ideal Air. I had this shit for 6 years since I first started. Cramp, clack, just fucked up. It fucked up. The coils was leaking water. It just wasn't working no more. So I had a puddle in the back over there. I'm like, damn. So this morning, I had to drive like an hour and a half away, run and go get a new one. But I bought 2 of them because some supporter helped me out this morning. I was like, fuck it, I'm about to just buy 2 of them and take the other one out. Take the old Quest out too, because that's 6 years old also. And obviously that Quest used to handle the whole room. It's not working like that no more. So now I got 2 of those and I'll put them on opposite sides of the grow room. So that's just a little quick tip to you guys. Always have some extra bread laying around.
Definitely.
Because man, shit have fell on you at the worst moments. I'm talking about that room looks beautiful. I would fail if I left it like that at 80-something% humidity in the daytime with the lights on 84. Just imagine what nighttime is like.
Yeah, you got to change that out immediately.
I had to go fast, man. And nobody around here got shit, man. That shit pissed me off. Calling everybody, oh, no, we don't have none. I'm like, the fuck wrong with y'all? I'm like, what happened to the last ones y'all had? We sold them. I'm like, so what that tell you? I'm like,
get more.
I hang up on them. They all know me by name. I'm like, hey, Larry. I always call and complain. I'm complaining to them like once a week at least, man. I swear. They always don't have something I need. I'm like, y'all got all this bullshit in there.
As shit.
Like, how do you got all this nonsense in there? Then the little shit I need, y'all never have. Like, what kind of grocery store don't have trellis?
Yo, my grocery store does not have trellis.
The fuck wrong with y'all?
They do not have trellis.
That's crazy, man.
My grocery store got mad at me because someone was about to buy something. I'm like, yo, why not just use solo cups? He was like, oh, good idea. And then I can put them right back in the rack. And I'm like, yeah, just use solo cups. And the dude at the hydro store was like
that.
Yeah, he was like, well, I don't sell solo cups. Maybe you should sell solo cups. What the fuck? Like, you don't have trellis, you don't have solo cups. Like, this is stuff growers need.
Think about that shit. Just think about it.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the fucking store owners, they just in there working for a family member. They don't know shit.
Yes, that's normally how it is. That's exactly how mine is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're very old school growers. So the information they might be giving you might be clean outdated because they haven't evolved.
Yeah, they can't evolve, man. Some people just can't evolve.
No,
some people just grow outdoor and outdoor only. They'll never use a dehumidifier, a humidifier. They don't know what that is.
They're
like
not
they
thinking
just now
indoor.
starting to get LEDs in, and I don't know what company they're getting these LEDs from. I'm like, what the fuck is it? What company is this?
Yeah, you just walk in
Like
and
I
it's an
told y'all,
LED hanging.
I told y'all like 2 years ago, horticulture lighting group, hit them up. Trust me, I fuck with them. That's all I got in my room. They're like, okay. Then they come back with some off-brand shit, bar style, of course, because the bar styles is like everybody doing them, and it makes sense because they bright as fuck and they work. They look good, and you can't really fuck it up. You know what I mean? So there's so
Yeah,
many
it's hard to
fucking
burn a
LED
planter or
companies
anything.
out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super hard to burn a plant or anything this day. But yeah, I think the biggest yield you're gonna get right now for the bang for your buck is gonna be running LEDs too. Like that, it's gonna give you the largest returns. I know
I really think so.
my light bill cut in half immediately.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
really
notice
think.
it until like 2 months after I got them all up when I finally redid the whole room LEDs, both rooms LEDs. And then I got a bill and I'm like, nah, they got to be fucking with me or something. I've never got a bill this cheap ever.
Damn.
And sure enough, everyone that came afterwards, same thing. I'm like, oh shit.
I keep forgetting we're talking about how to get big yields. But plant training, man.
Oh yes.
Well, I mean, I don't see a reason to grow straight up unless you're doing a sea of green and you just really focus on the top of the plant, the top first and the seconds and thirds, and you would just let it grow straight up. But me, I'm always gonna top. I'm trying to get at least 10 tops by the time they bigger because some plants will give me 16 tops. Some plants won't give you that much. Some plants just give you like 6 or 8. You never know,
Yep.
So it's all on the plant. Like the
Tops are the name of the
Baccial,
game.
they're not gonna give me no tops. That's gonna give me like 4 tops because it grows too slow and lanky. But once it stretches in the flower, then it starts just boom, boom, boom. So
It'll start to branch out a little.
yeah, plant training is key.
Oh yeah. That's why I think trellis netting is key. That was another thing that sent my yield through the roof. Was the first time that I like really scrogged out a whole room. Oh, it was over after that.
Yeah, I know I'm about to kill it with this room, man. There's 90 plants in here.
Oh yeah.
I know it's about to be. I know it's about to be dope. I can already see. That's why I had to rush and get that damn dehumidifier. I'm like, I can't fuck this.
Nah.
I got the watering system on there. I went with some 4 gallon per hour flag emitter. It's not pressure compensated, but if anything gets stuck or whatever, you can pull the flag off and air and clean it out.
Oh yeah,
So
that's
that
vital.
was dope. That was dope.
That's
And then
vital.
yeah, everything's happy as fuck now. That systems changed like 3 days. You'll start seeing your plants just happy as fuck every time you go in there.
Every time you go in there, that's another thing that's going to get you big yields is on time watering. Once they are on schedule, it's over.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, they don't stop growing. You never have
They're
no
not
more
fiending for water.
problems. Yeah, it's a wrap after that. They're just happy every time. All you got to do is make sure that you don't let your res get low.
Yeah,
which I've been
seems
guilty
like
of.
yeah, the reses get low. That shit happens, man. That shit happens. And like my res right now is on 7-minute schedule. So for the first 2 7-minute days, it'll be perfect. Then that third day, it's cool. I kind of like it because it's not like the full 7 minutes. It's like probably like 5.5 till the water's gone. Yep. And then that'll give it that kind of like that all the way dry back. You know what I mean?
And then they get that nutrient and boom.
I like it like that.
And you'll see them take off. I think watering times is why a lot of grows be failing. People either water too much or not enough. And they just assume that the watering systems just ain't gonna work. Look, we are the keep it simple kings. We are the kings of teaching people not to do too much. Watering systems, I think, are necessary.
Watering system is the best thing in the world. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
It's the best thing in the world. It's something that you don't have to think about too much. You check on it anytime that day for the next day. You know what I mean? You don't have to rush there and get to it right now to water. You can just go there around 12, fill your res up, make sure everything's right, and then you're good. Automatic.
And if you know you filled it yesterday, you don't have to feel too guilty about not going over there today.
You don't.
You could be like, well, I do want to look, but if I can't look, I know they're still good. They got water.
But I encourage you to look at your plants every single day.
Every day.
Because just like what happened to me yesterday, I wouldn't have knew that. I had enough water in there to last, but I always go over there, and I wouldn't have seen that problem. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's vital to check in on your growth. Treat it like your job, man. It's your job.
Yep.
Even if
Wake
you're
up and
working for
get to work
yourself,
every
that's your
day.
job. Get your ass up. Go check on everything, man.
Yep. Every day.
Make sure everything. Damn, think about it. I forgot to change the CO2 tank.
Yep.
See? Fucking up. Lights off now. So, well, I'll do it tomorrow. But
another day.
Shit like that.
Yep. I guess that's where they'll say the controllers come in handy. Because I guess it might have sent you a warning if your humidity started spiking.
Or if my CO2 was down. So that makes sense. That makes sense right there.
Okay.
You see, you got to learn firsthand, man. See, that's perfect.
Yep.
Wasn't trying to kill controllers. We just like, man, we could do that shit. We'll handle it when we see it. But that's a thing.
Yeah, as you start to see problems, you start to be like, hey, actually, this is where that would have came in handy. At least like a pulse meter or something.
That alert would have been nice. Because it probably happened the day before and I didn't even catch it. You know what I mean?
And a few days of that might have got bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's the temps like? The temps stay up in that room?
Oh, no, the temperature 84.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's like 84.
Temperature's always pretty much 82 to 84. But the humidity, it was just matching the temperature, and that's no good.
Would you scrap a grow and flower if it got spider mites?
No,
absolutely not. I'm not scrapping a grow, period.
I'm not scrapping shit.
Unless there was a light leak and the plants it's week 6 and the buds is still looking like they had week 2 or 3 or something, then I'll scrap a room because I'm just not going to waste another 7 weeks on this when in 9 weeks I could have a whole fresh running. In that case, I'll scrap it. Anything other than that, no, there's safe ways to kill those bugs. I ain't scrapping shit.
There's safe ways to control them. I don't know about killing them that late in the flower.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's a lot of foliage in there. You're not going to really be able to get to every single piece, but you can keep them at bay. And the reason why I say that I wouldn't scrap it is because we've been smoking since 15, 16, 17.
Talk about it.
20 years. You think that it has spider mites?
We smoke spider mite weed probably every day. We have no idea.
This shit is not new. And back then they were spraying the real bad shit.
Oh, yes. So if you didn't have no bugs, you would have still been fucked up from the chemicals.
Yeah. And now we got better pesticides, more natural, organic type shit. So it's nothing to be scared of.
Nope.
And I was telling my brother when I was showing him, he was like, look at all the gnats. That's making me itch. I'm like, man, the gnats ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
See, if we was outside, we wouldn't have had this problem at all.
No, because something would be eating the bugs. Yep.
Yeah. But when you're indoors, you got to deal with shit like this.
You're going to really help this person. He said, whole 10 by 20 room and only one plant got them bad as fuck. What would you do?
Oh, yeah. Let them have it.
Let them have it. Let them have that one plant. They can do whatever they want to. And then afterwards, just kill that one, bag it up, get it up out of there.
Yep. Let them have it.
But if they just on one heavy, let them have it.
What week are you in though?
He just said in flower.
Because it depends what week. Also, because if they on that one plant tough, they're gonna spread.
Oh yeah, if you on like week 2 or 3,
yeah, they gonna spread. You're gonna have a problem. So you better get in there and start fumigating like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. I don't like the thought of releasing predator mites either.
I don't like more bugs, man.
Me neither. And I never seen it work.
Every time I did that, it never worked. And I was always itchy. And I was wondering why I'm itchy. And I think the other bugs, like, they get on you and start biting your ass.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I don't do that.
And whenever I released him, it got worse. Week 4. He's in week 4. Yeah, you better get in there and get to work.
Yep, take that plant out. I'll take that plant out and spray everything else down. I'll spray everything else down really, really good till it's dripping, and then take that plant out.
Yep.
And then wait 2 days, like wait 1 day, then that next day after that, get in there and do it again. You should be all right.
I ain't scrapping it.
That happens.
Not that early. Yeah. And they come out of nowhere. Spider mites come out of no fucking where, out of left field.
And they be around, man. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
hard. It's hard to get rid of the motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, once they there, they there. Because there's other stuff in the place that they could live off of. It ain't just a plant. We never consider what else could they live off of if they don't have a plant.
Yeah, man, that's true. That's some
Yeah,
shit.
like what else in the room could they possibly live off of?
Fucking mites.
Ugh. Yeah, that's another way to lower your yield right there is by having bug or mold issues.
Yeah, you can lower your yield. Definitely can. I think spraying, I heard spraying lowers your yield, but I haven't seen no proof of that. I think he was talking about spraying some chemicals, because I don't really see that. But then I don't spray after week 3. I'm trying to be done with everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to already have
I'm
it as
really
clean
trying
as
to
I can get
knock
it.
everything down in veg, man. I'm trying to spray sulfur in veg or the oils or just do whatever I can in veg. Like just kill everything.
Yep.
And then
that's what I like the most about neem because they absorb the neem.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Yeah,
that's why
it stays in the leaf after you're done spraying it. So you'll be all right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, try not to.
Gelato.
Watermelon gelato?
Yep.
Oh, that's going to be special.
Watermelon gelato across 33 minutes.
Oh. How come we never seen you grow out the watermelon gelato?
Because I let other people do shit.
Oh, yeah.
I let other people grow shit, not just monitor their growth and see what it's all about. And then take their word for that. And then I'll have to go ahead and do something with it.
Okay. Smart. Not wasting space in your own room with it.
Yeah, because I don't have the space.
Yep.
I don't have the space. So.
And tell the truth, to this day and age, yield really isn't that strain dependent. You can almost yield with anything, unless you're growing like a Mac 1 or something like then no.
Honestly, the yields are the lowest yield I've seen so far is that Sunset Runs number 2, I think. That was the lowest yielding shit I ever seen. Really?
Oh, just small buds.
It's just small buds, straight fire, all the shit. But it's just like that was a smaller plant.
Okay.
That was a smaller plant. So, when it went in, it was small. I didn't let everything grow up at the same time as like I was doing like a real run. I just threw some shit in there and flipped it. And I did the one note and flip on everything that you got. That was all one note and flip. So I did off one note and flip, the strains I created, I got 62 grams and 61 grams off of one note and flip. So what that tells me a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That tells me everything I need to know about those 2 strains. Those 2 strains are going to get reworked.
Yeah, beast mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, those is going to be production mamas right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for, though. You're looking for strains that do that. Like, don't really waste your time with strains that don't yield worth a shit.
I'm not.
Don't wait. People don't waste your time with that. Like that.
I'm not.
Fuck that. There's a couple strains that I love that they're out of here. If you finicky, if you hard to clone, for the most part, you out of here.
Yeah, if you give me an issue, I don't want you.
Nope.
I don't want a bad bitch if she give me hella problems.
Hell no. Yeah, nope.
She ain't bad no more. Shit, fucking doozy.
Got a bad attitude. That's yeah. I don't like those kind of strains. Even pheno hunting now, I'm starting to get real selective with strains. My last 2 pheno hunts, I didn't keep anything.
And the thing about it is with pheno hunting, I'm starting to love is the people that pheno hunt got hella seeds, bud.
Oh yeah.
Like I know you got a fucking big bag of seeds.
I got a safe of seeds.
Why keep anything that you feel some way about? You got hella more seeds to go through.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got so much shit from shit. I got so much shit, and it's like I ain't gonna never get to all that shit.
Hell no.
I can't see myself ever getting to all that shit.
No, because some of them I ain't as interested in no more.
Yeah, you lose interest. That's fucked up.
Yeah, some of them I'm not even interested in growing no more. Like when I got it, yeah, but I never got around to it, and something better came out right afterwards. So
I want to say something real quick. This gonna shock y'all, right? This is some new shit. I had a dream, and I was dreaming about my Tesla Cybertruck, and I said, "Fuck gas, I want electric." So the next couple years, I'm about to work on it. Electric cannabis genetics. Don't even think too hard about it. Just remember I said it.
Okay.
Just remember I said it.
We got it on record.
Nope. And I said no gas. It's gonna be electric. I'm talking about all the neurons in your brain just gonna be firing. You're not gonna like this strain, Beast Coast. And it's not for you. And it's not for you. But I'm going backwards a little bit. I'm gonna go backwards a little bit, and I'm gonna grab some old shit out my stash, and I'm gonna have some fun. I'm talking about some electric weed.
Oh, you trying to have people out there painting and Dude, you gonna create some new art with that.
Yeah.
They said, what size pots did you use for the 1 note and flip?
2 gallons.
2 gal.
2 gallons. If I can get 2 ounces out of 2 gallon, I'm happy. If I can get more, I'm happier.
And the 1 gallons, I usually get between 2 and 3.
Yeah, and that's cocoa though.
Oh yeah, and cocoa.
So that's different. Yeah.
Yep. I always forget yours was in the
King's Mix.
The soilist, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you think that yield is based off of medium?
I'm starting to think that yes, but I'm starting to think that no, because it grows faster in a medium, it still reaches its maturity point. And from there, the yield starts. So I wouldn't say that. I would just say you probably get there faster with cocoa.
And I think soil will probably be the slowest.
Soil will be the slowest.
I also say that RDWC will be right next to it only because you force the veg in your flower room. So it still takes just about as long to get a plant to size that you need it to as it would if you had beds in there. You'd have to put them in the beds, give them about 3 weeks before they can actually start gaining some substantial size. And with RDWC, I see it the same way.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been seeing Loki do some amazing shit, man.
Me
too. Some of the plants be huge as fuck. I don't know what the hell's going on.
They get around the same amount of veg time, though. They're getting 4 or 5 weeks, 3-4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to do the same thing in beds.
Yeah. Well, then I understand that part.
Yeah, you have to triple up on rooms. So I say those are the 2 slowest if I had to pick. And the only reason I'm saying RDWC would even be considered slow is because of that one defect in it. And besides that, your plant's gonna grow fast as shit.
Okay.
Yeah, once they in and they catch on, they're gonna grow way faster than the soil would by far. But I still got a veg in my flower room. I'm always thinking production. Like I'm trying to cut times like that out.
Yeah, that's what you got to think about production, man. Oh, you know those LA Kush cakes? Remember I was talking about how they was just blowing up? That's what I'm using for the perpetual.
The what, cocoa?
Not cocoa in that strain.
Oh, the LA Kush cakes.
That strain just jumped up. It jumped up exactly what you need for perpetual growth. So until I see something moving like that, that's what I'm gonna have to use. Because that shit just
it's fire.
It just start taking off.
And it's straight fire.
Man, I love having so many moms, bro, because it's like I could just
whenever you feel like it. Yep, whenever you feel like it, you could just push the button on a monocrop.
Yeah, man. Get like 30 real quick, 30 out of there. Fill them up. The only thing, it's gonna be hard for one mom to produce like enough for the big room.
Yeah, you're gonna need a couple moms of each.
Yeah, so that's gonna be difficult. So I probably could do like one side tall a year, one side short a year, 30 and 30. I could probably get away with that. That'd be dope.
If I am monocropping, I'm half a room this, half a room that. That's where I want to be at with it now.
Yep.
Before I was okay with just a tray of this, a tray. I can't deal with that no more.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much
many
separation, too much. Yeah.
You got breakdowns, it's like you lose a lot. Because you be holding the shit and you be like, damn, somebody else come buy this little shit and they want the whole thing, this and that.
Yep. Yes, I grow outdoor.
I'm gonna name off some strains like as I go. Like the watermelon gelato, that's gonna be good for a lot of terp people. But this next one I'm about to sort through is ice cream cake crossed with sherbet, crossed with very vigorous 33 minutes. Ooh. That is gonna be that's gonna be some fucking fire, bro.
That's
like this strain right here, this ice cream cake crossed with sherbet cream pie, they call it, or some shit. Mm-hmm. It's phenomenal, bro.
Who made that?
It's phenomenal. Sherbet cream pie is I don't know. I got it from our folks down the way when he was up there in Michigan. So I got it from him, and I watched the dude.
Sound like a Seed Junkie cross.
I think it is. I think that's what it is. Seed Junkie.
It definitely sounds like a Seed Junkie cross.
And if you ever had Seed Junkie genetics, he don't miss.
He don't miss.
I ain't seen him miss, man.
He don't miss. I've never hunted a Seed Junkie pack and didn't find something.
Yeah.
If you pop the ice cream cakes, you don't know what to keep. All of them is fire in their own way. You don't want to get rid of nothing.
Yeah, and this cross with that sherbet, this motherfucker jump too. This thing be moving. Right, like right now, I got a mom in a 5-gallon already. Big as shit. Ready.
Oh yeah.
I got some shit, man. I got some great shit. I can't wait. It's like, can't wait.
I know you can't wait to hunt them yourself.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be the hard part. That's gonna be so hard because the sunlight about to change. So where the 10 at, it's gonna be hella light leaks. It's just not the time for me. The winter is the best time for me to hunt.
Yeah, hell yeah. You got more time on your hands.
Yeah, and it's just darker. You know what I mean? I don't gotta worry about hiding light. And these tents suck, man. I don't care what nobody say. Bevo Sun little tents. They do the job for a couple times, but after that, this motherfucker, like, if I could turn off the lights and I look at the tent with the light on inside, it look like I'm looking out of space. There's so many fucking lights. It's just like stars everywhere. I'm like, God damn, this shit is trash.
Who's fucking with copycat genetics, and what do you think?
This is your question to me?
I guess it was a question to all of us. I don't have an issue with them. I've seen good results.
Yeah, I don't know. I never grew copy strains. They're still in the bag. Yeah. And people I see that grow fire, but you know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I can't really say.
I mean, you grew it though, right?
I've grown it. Yep.
Yeah. So what you think?
The Karma Sour Diesel is great. Yeah, hit and miss like pretty much a lot of seed banks. I can't say that every seed bank got something you want to keep. I think there's some logistic issues, but
yeah.
Even though he has a big variety, you're still gonna find some duds. Maybe more duds than some other breeders.
Okay.
That I will say, there were more strains that I just wanted to throw out altogether than some other breeders.
Yeah.
Like normally,
honestly, it's not easy breeding, bro. It's not.
No, hell no.
It's really not, man.
Everything ain't gonna hit.
If anybody said this shit is easy, they lying to you.
Every cross ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Every cross ain't gonna work. Don't just assume because two strains are fired that they're gonna work together. Like food is even that way. Like some foods are definitely great, but they might not be great together.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It's not always gonna work. Like so, yeah. It's gonna be some. But when you're not testing them, you have no idea. You just make the cross and release it. hey, we'll find out if it worked or not.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't have a problem with him with the not testing part. Like if you cross them, you cross two good stains, then let the shit out. Let the people buy it, test it, because more than likely the price that you pay for it and you find a keeper out of one of them is worth it.
Oh yeah.
If you can find one keeper out of 10 seeds, it's worth it.
Yeah, definite. Definite.
Because that one plant is going fucking, it could do so much for you.
Yeah.
All you need is one plant.
That's it. So out of his, I found one strain myself that I wanted to keep from him, and I got some strains from some other people who grew his gear that I want, that I'll be getting from them too.
Yeah. It seems like that's the thing with copy though. It's like the people we know that grow his shit, grow some fucking fire.
Oh man, and I'd be so mad because I'm like, yo, none of mine came out like that. Like,
that's fucked up.
Yeah. So, hey, if you could find the cut from somebody who grew his gear, that's even better.
That's better. That's your best option.
That's the best option. That's the best option. Go ahead and hit elevated up. I'm saying, get
unless you really want to hunt. Ain't nothing wrong
yeah.
with the hunt though, because everybody's different though. Like everybody's different, man. Like I gave samples out to like 10, 12 people, and all y'all got different ones that y'all like. So to me, all that say is it ain't no bad strains in there, so I can't go wrong.
Nope.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. You got to test stuff, and don't take everybody's opinion, because I'm not the biggest fan of exotic genetics. But I've seen people get some fire out of exotic genetics.
Yeah.
I can't deny it just because I had some bad results. Maybe I picked bad strains. Maybe the strains that I had a taste for, they exactly didn't really care about.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what it be.
Yeah, they just might not have cared about those.
Like a lot of people like try to breed for just to take care of everybody.
Yes.
And that when they do that, the strain that they really not caring about themselves, they'll be like, somebody gonna like it. I ain't tripping, just somebody gonna like it.
And I could be that somebody.
Like, y'all didn't care about the strain y'all picked, man. This ain't it.
And they're like, hey, that wasn't for you. That wasn't for you. There was other stuff on the menu that we know you would have liked. You went for something else.
Man.
Yeah, so I don't really like to blame breeders for nothing. It's not easy. It's definitely
you can't blame them either. The plant don't promise you nothing. Like
nothing.
For real. Like it's millions, it's billions of people on this world. You got some mentally challenged people, handicapped people. You got all kind of people out there. People that's just slow, people that ain't got no common sense, people that can't think straight, people that's psychotic, serial killers. You got all kind of shit. So just imagine the varieties in a plant. You can't expect all that shit to hit.
And they've been here longer than humans.
Like if you really want a strain and somebody got it in seed form, buy 2 packs.
That's what I do.
Just buy 2 packs.
Just buy 2 off rip.
Yeah. Don't cheap yourself. And then don't cheap yourself and then talk shit about the breeder. Like, bro, if it didn't hurt me or do none of that shit, then you got what you paid for. You just ain't hunting.
That's it. You pop like, 4 seeds.
Like the most complaint I ever got was like, oh yeah, it's cool. I expected it to yield more. I was like, did you pop all 10 of them? He's like, no, I just popped 2. I'm like, all right, get the fuck out of here, bro.
The big yielder is still in the damn pack.
It's like, still in the pack. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
Finish hunting.
That shit be crazy.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Finish hunting.
That's called a hunt.
Yeah.
You don't just go out there and shoot the first rabbit you see and then be like, man, this rabbit too small, man. This motherfucking forest ain't got nothing.
No, like, you keep hunting. You gotta keep hunting.
Yeah.
Like the reason Jungle Boys and them find good cuts is because they might dedicate a room.
They dedicate 50 light rooms.
50 lights, yeah, a whole 50 light room to one strain. Like, yeah, to one strain.
When you're doing that type of research and development, you're gonna find some amazing shit.
Yeah, you got to think the wedding
like
cake
I still got like 30 seeds of 33 mints that I ain't even releasing. Just because these came out so good, I ain't releasing that shit.
Not because it might be something better in
I
there.
gotta keep looking through them. That shit ain't
might
going
be
nowhere.
it might be
Because if
something
I hit
better
on
in there.
these, if I hit on these and I only did like I only fit on it, what, four seeds, and two of them come out swinging. The other one was great, and that's the one I bred with. Then the other one wasn't a female; it was actually a male. I didn't see till later. So out of three, you hit with those like tall year and short year out of three seeds. Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's a lot more to find.
That's a
It's
great
a lot
introduction,
more to find, bro.
That's a
You
great introduction,
man.
Yep. Most of my phenos that I kept from seed hunts, they were always in the first 5-pack. Like in the first 5 seeds that I popped, I always found something. Like I never had to repop seeds. But even though I know I probably should because there's something still in there. Like Brisker, I popped 4 seeds, got 4 females. All 4 of them was fire. I dwindled it down to the 2. Polyshore, I popped 2. I kept both of them. Peanut butter cookies, I popped 2. One was male and the other one was female, and I kept that one too. And then come to find out they were all winners. Like they was all above class. But yeah. I still got a pack and a half of all of those because if that's what I found, I still want to go back and hunt eventually. I got Titan's breath too that I never popped. How was that?
Fire. No yield, no vegetative growth. Slow as hell, no yield.
Oh.
Straight gas.
But it was fire.
Fire. Fire. My boy's still talking about that shit to this day, man.
Might be something you want to breed with in the future.
You gonna bring that Titan's breath back? I'm like, I'm not playing with that shit.
I ain't got time. You got to do big hunts to find something in there.
Yeah.
Because it still might be a gem.
Some shit is not worth it, man. If I gotta keep looking at a plant forever, I'm not gonna keep worrying about that plant.
I let it go. I'm quick to let a plant go. I used to not want to get rid of shit. Before, I didn't want to get rid of nothing. I still thought it was good because I grew it.
I'm still like that.
A few months later, shit start dying.
Yeah, it's hard for me to let shit go. But after I see it like for so long, and I'd be like, this motherfucker just ain't showing me nothing. I'm good. I'm done. Because a lot of times I buy clones and then I just let them grow. That should be growing for like a month, 2 months. I'm just watching it and I'm seeing the traits and I'm just like, nah, get rid of all these 6, keep these 4. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Fuck it. Get rid of it.
Finally got 813 in the building.
What's up with you, man?
It seemed like he always missed the streams now.
Could be busy.
Yeah, everybody has. That's a good thing though, because that means everybody working.
Yep, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's been a lot of upgrading and good things going on. I'm going later this week to look at some nice outdoor space to do greenhouses, because you definitely got me in the greenhouse mindset.
Yeah, man. Wait till you see.
Gotta do it.
Wait till you see.
It's the way to go now.
It's coming along. All you hear around this neighborhood is power drills.
Yep.
I'm not lying.
That's a productive area.
I'm driving up and down the street, like, because I live like 2 blocks away from my my main spot, the spot I be doing a thing at. And on that ride, you just see fences going up, power drills, hearing power drills. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they're doing.
Or greenhouses.
And this one motherfucker, I had to go knock on their door today because he on the corner and he got like the whole side of that street on the corner though. And I'm driving down the street and I'm seeing all the shit they building right through the gate. Like they got hella holes in their gate. I'm like, hey, I'm right next door. Remember when you bought this house? And he's like, yeah. It's like, and I'm like, man, I've been growing over there 5 years, bro. I ain't never had a problem. You got too much space that they could see straight through. You got to fix that. You got to get some black shit, put on your fence, hide it, bro. They about to be driving around tomorrow. Like code enforcement out here, that's what they look for. They're looking for shit. They want to bust the Migos, really, because they know they come in and they doing the most. They don't never fuck with me because I'm just solo bolo, so they ain't tripping. But they own them. And I'm like, man, I don't want you to get rigged up and they come looking by my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, doing a sloppy
job.
You're
like, okay. Like, okay. No, thank you. And I'm like, all right. I come back 2 hours later, they got a whole nother fence up. I'm like, God damn. That shit was crazy, bud.
Yeah,
I swear to God, I'm not
I
lying.
wasn't expecting that.
I swear to God, I'm not lying. They put the whole nother fence up.
He said a whole nother fence. I was expecting you to say, okay, they fixed it. He said, nah, they took that whole fence up out of there.
That fence was gone. They put a whole nother one up real tight. Man. I'm like, damn, okay. I like y'all.
Yeah, they ain't playing around.
Y'all ain't playing.
And they know how to do the work themselves. They're skilled at so many different.
Got busy. They got busy on a Sunday.
Oh shit!
That shit
just run
funny.
to the store real quick, and then you come back. They got a whole new fence up. Thank you, Migo.
Yeah, because they probably, a lot of the Mexicans talk to each other, but they don't talk. They don't know everything that's going on, so they'll probably be like, "It's cool to grow out there," and they just out there like, "Oh, it's cool," and they just do it like kind of in the open, and it's like, nah, you don't do it like that. You gotta show respect, man. These people,
definite.
You know what I'm saying? It's a respect. You
don't want them
thing.
folks feeling disrespected.
Exactly.
Like, oh, they just think it's just sweet. All right, bet.
Yeah.
Make an example out of him real quick.
For real. And I don't want them to be next door to me making no examples.
Hell no, because to watch them, I'm over here.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm cool. He said they put a whole new fence up.
I swear to God. I came back 2 hours later. I was like, damn.
Didn't even recognize the shit. Just what the fuck?
they fixed that shit so quick.
And it was nice and clean, wasn't it?
Nice and clean, brand new. Damn. Because they had it on the long side, like the street side, like the long street side. But the other side going down my street, that's when the ugly fence was at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one you could see. Like when you driving, you could just see right through it. You could see all the PVC, all the shit. They back there working. You could see too much. I'm like,
you gotta cover that up.
2 hours later, that shit was immaculate. I'm like, okay. I started to ask them for some help. Like, come help me put this plastic on this motherfucker.
Word. Yeah, my backyard never felt so good until I got high fences. And then afterwards, now my yard feel like my yard.
I feel like a sense of privacy. Like,
yeah, like when you back there, you know you good. Unless somebody is above you, you ain't seeing nothing.
So I got this tree on the lot behind me, right? It's like a nice tree. Like you'll go back there and just chill out on the tree because it's spread out sideways. Mm-hmm. It's hella nice, but can't nobody build back there, so I don't never have to worry about nobody going back there or building or nothing, right? So it's dope. Man, this weekend, the neighbors had a fucking, you know how Mexicans do. They had a party. They got all the kids in the back of my fucking fence partying on the tree and shit.
Oh,
I must have called the realtor so fast, like find out who owned the land behind me. I need that.
Immediately.
I need all that. I need all that.
Immediately.
I don't like that at all. I'm like, kids over here, I'm talking about you 10 feet away from my shit. Like,
nah, can't have that.
Laughing and giggling, I was like, oh, hell no.
That's the last thing I need.
Even though they ain't every day, but nah, I don't like
I don't need it no day. I don't need it no day. No day of the week is that gonna be acceptable. Not for what I'm doing.
Yeah, man.
Man, being a grower comes with so much fucking shit.
It just make you want your privacy. It really just make you want more.
It make you want to get away
privacy.
From everybody. Yeah.
That's and you get so comfortable to be thinking about.
You get so comfortable with yourself. Like you really get to know yourself. When you're in that grow room and you got to water them plants or leaf strip, you get a lot of time with yourself. You get your best thoughts in. Like after a while, you don't even want to deal with people. They don't make sense to you no more.
They don't.
They don't make
people.
No, kids make more sense. Dogs make more sense. Humans bother me. Like I don't like to have to be around too many humans. I don't. I'd rather have an online business.
Especially if they're not doing what I'm doing, or we can't really communicate. Because I can't talk to people that don't take this offense to none of you guys, but I can't talk to people that work somewhere and complain about where they work. I can't talk to you.
Nah,
I can't talk to you like that. I don't really want to hear no shit like that. Like you still there and you still clocking in every day. You ain't practicing nothing for yourself. Like we ain't got nothing to talk about. We're not
No,
on the same page, the same
no,
level, same mental space. As some
because you
people
can
say, the
change that.
vibe ain't right, man.
No, because you could change that.
Vibe ain't right.
You better start spending that time you on the video games on YouTube learning something. Go ahead and buy you some books.
Bro, why
You
people don't watch YouTube to learn nothing? What's
That's all I
wrong with
watch
people?
YouTube for.
That
If
should
I'm
be
watching
crazy.
YouTube, I'm learning I'm either watching something on nature or I'm learning about more stocks. I'm learning if I'm on YouTube. When I want to chill, I'm on Netflix and stuff. But if I'm on YouTube, I'm learning something.
You know what? It's really like there's so many different communities in the world. Like it's a community for everything.
Yep.
But it's like it's also a man community though. Like you got to be a man in life.
Facts.
And that's missing. Like a lot of these men is like too cute, don't want to get dirty.
Oh my God.
Don't want to do this or do that. Like I'm like what? Like,
they spend more time in the mirror than they girls do.
Man, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
Like you ain't got no tools, you ain't got no scissors, you ain't got nothing over here. Oh my God.
My friends still have to come and they still have to come and borrow my screw gun and stuff every now and then. I'm like, bro, don't.
If you ain't got no fucking drill set by now as a grown ass man, I don't know what you're doing with yourself.
You know how I learned that? From a man. Christmas one year, my wife's father decided to get me some Christmas gifts. And you know what he got me? Mad tools. Like, and that was like the best gift I ever got right there. Like everything about that was manly. Like that, to this day, I still use all of it. The knife, the drill, the bits, everything. He got me everything. Hammers,
that's all
everything.
I want.
And then when I finally seen him, he was like, as a man, you have to have that in the house. Like, you're not going to call somebody to come and fix your door. Like, you better learn how to fix a fucking door.
If you can't fix the doorknob,
yeah.
I feel sorry for your future, bro.
And certain things men just need to do. Like
just little simple shit like that.
And that's why they're so delicate now. So delicate.
Man, delicate. That's the perfect fucking word right there.
They are delicate now.
Delicate. I just took a shower, man. I don't feel like working. I'm like, you took a shower in the middle of the day for what?
For what? For what?
What are you doing?
No, bro. I gotta take 3 showers a day. Man, I get out that shower. I'm not gonna want to go back to work. Yeah, now I'm sweating. I got dirt and grease all over me. Like and I'm still ready to go. Man, when I break it down is when I break it down. It's a wrap after that.
To me, it's nothing more thrilling than building.
Nothing.
It's nothing
every
more
day. Every day I'm looking for something else to build.
I don't even got to be growing. If I wasn't growing out here, I'll just start a fence company.
Yep.
Because these motherfuckers love fences. You know what I mean? I'll just do some shit, just be building shit. Like this shit is fun, bro.
I will be the builder for all the growers. I'll be the guy you call in to build you a grow room. I'm that guy. Call me in to redo your basement and the grow rooms. Like, I would be that guy.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah. Oh, electrician. I'd be the electrician for all the growers. Like, how many outlets you need? I already know what you're doing. Where you want them at? Yeah.
Yep.
Because they make a bunch of money too.
That's one of the best gigs, man. Electrician.
Oh yeah.
Electrician win.
Hell yeah. I'm learning about it now. My friend's father is an electrician. I'd be trying to probe his mind. I need to know what tools you need to use, what I'm looking for. I need to know this.
Yeah. The thing I like about electricians also, you don't need much.
Nope.
All you need is a little bitty bag, man.
Oh, yeah.
A little bitty bag.
You wouldn't even know it's an electrician going in the house. Yeah.
You don't. My electrician come over here. Man, that little bitty piece of shit bag he got about 5-6 tools in there, and they all do all the shit he needs. Like, this ain't nothing. And then when I sneak and watch him work, man, he be in a groove, just I'm like, damn.
Yep.
Okay, you just be slow around me. I get it.
Leave him off to himself and then boom, knock it right out.
You get into a zone.
Yep.
That's what everything. You get into your zone, man, it's over with.
That's why, like, I
be complaining about not having nobody like to help me. But honestly, when people do come over here and help me, I'd be like, man,
I'd rather do this by myself.
I'd rather do this shit alone.
I'd rather do this by myself. You just in my way. You just in my way.
That's it.
Because everybody works so slow now.
I'd just be like, no common sense. And I'd be like, God dang.
I gotta
And
work
I don't use the right words all the time either. Like I'm bad at that because I ain't really used to like telling people what to do. So I'd be like, go get the level right there in the womp womp or some shit, and they'd be like, what's that? I'm like, hey, I gotta teach you at the same time. I'm telling you, like this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work.
As a man, you should know what these things are, though.
It's not gonna work, man.
You could see where the men left the communities. You could clear as day see, because all the stuff that a man's supposed to know how to do, they don't have no idea about it.
Yeah, none. It sucks.
I'm like, man, I got to know shit. Like, I built my rooms. Well, I hired the homies in for the second one, but my first one I did by myself. But that's because I had a drywalling job. Most men, their first job is like McDonald's or something. My first job ever was there's like a preserve, like a nature preserve, and we had to go in there and weed out everything and build the trails for people to walk on and mow all of the lawns and the pavilions, and we had to do all that. That was my first job. My second job was drywalling. That's the only two jobs I've ever had. And one was a summer job.
I don't like drywall. Drywall is okay, but if like it's okay on new construction. New construction is great. If you got an old, like when we was in here doing the drywall for this fucking garage, this garage so warped and this shit was like so many specialty cuts and there's just too many fucking cuts, man, and just fucking dust everywhere and shit. I ain't like that. But with new construction, that shit is nice and fun.
Yeah, everything is usually set. But if you were going into somewhere that was old, you're gonna have the time of your life. Studs is in the wrong spot. Like
shit just don't match up.
Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense.
That's what they was doing in '86.
They ain't even care. Just get it up.
Just a garage. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Ain't nobody gonna spend much time in here anyway.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm in here every day.
Bowman. Yeah. You don't even know how valuable this was.
See, super valuable.
Now I gotta know, when you walk into places,
it was a selling point. This was a selling point for the whole house.
Yep. When you go to like the homies' crib now, because you know some of the homies, they live in like 3-bedroom apartments by themselves with like no furniture, no nothing. You just walk in. You ever just look around and be like, yo, they don't even know how much money they could be making out this shit.
Man.
It's one of the first things that pop into my mind when I see land, when I see houses. I'm just like,
that's all I think about.
Yeah, I couldn't grow here because it's too close to other houses. Like, all that runs through my head the second I see it.
And that's what I mean. Cannabis will take over your whole life, bro. It's like something about this shit. It's like it just changed your whole mind. It make you a great person, but it just you just can't focus on nothing else.
Nope, it's all you.
Like I don't even think about nothing else. Man. I'm trying to get this to do that. I need to make sure this is right. And the backbone of everything that you got going on after you grow so long, it depends on this plant.
Yes.
So it's like you can't fail. It's like you can't fail.
Your life depends on this, literally. Yeah. And I wouldn't have it no other way. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's the most fulfilling thing I've ever found was growing plants. And I don't even care what kind of plant at this point, but preferably cannabis. But I'm gonna grow a whole bunch of other plants anyway. But growing plants is the best feeling in the world to me. I wouldn't want to do nothing else.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to grow other plants, man. I just don't have the time for it. Because I know it's something really different though about like the soil with the other plants. Like they don't use the same soil as we use for this shit.
No, hell no.
And it's like the values are lower. I don't know. It's just something different about the
actually, I do. In my beds, I do. All the soil that's in my beds are from the grocery store. It's Happy Frog Pro Mix, Ocean Forest, and then some amendments from Build the Soil.
Okay.
I built it the same way I would do cannabis because there was cannabis in those beds at one point too. So now the vegetables just go in the same beds that I don't use for the cannabis no more, and it grows the same way.
Yeah. When you building beds, do you use a 12-inch wood?
No, I got my beds from Build the Soil.
Yo, what size?
4 by 8 beds.
4x8.
Yeah, it comes just like the smart pots.
Oh, okay, yeah. What did that run you?
I think they were like $119 a piece or something.
Okay.
Because all they send you is the cloth. You got to get the PVC yourself.
Damn.
Yeah. So you go get the PVC, you connect it up, boom, you're good to go.
Yeah, I would need so many of them motherfuckers, man. I think they got
No, you can build the beds as big as you want them.
As long as you want.
You just let them know what size you want the beds, and they make it right there for you and send you out whatever size you want to.
That's dope. I just don't got the money for it right now.
Oh yeah. Just saying, but
because I do have the greenhouses set up, and they would be perfect for 3-4 by 20, 26, 4 by 26 beds. They'd be perfect for it, but it's like I don't got the money for that shit.
Yeah, and
then the way I got the supports put up in the greenhouse, like I would have to build the bed around it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like kind of build it around it. But we're just gonna rock out with some fucking bags for now and do it like that.
Hey, if it worked, it worked.
Yeah, I mean it holds it. It holds the soil and shit in there, so it'll work.
You said you would need like a 4 by, you said like 20?
Like 26.
Well, a 4 by 16 is $200.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a 4 by 16. So a 4 by 20 might be like $250.
Yeah, I still ain't got that much.
Yeah, no, just saying. And
I'm broke as hell, man.
You just investing. That's what you are. You investing.
Yeah.
You making smart investments, and you're gonna love that you did this in a few months.
Oh, for sure.
That's another thing about cannabis. The returns are so quick. You can't think of nothing that you can invest so little into and get such a large return.
Exactly.
Than growing cannabis. Like that, it's the shortest input for the largest return.
Like my brother crying and shit, talking about, I got to do this and do that or something. I can't wait every 4 months to get some money and shit. I'm like, first of all, it ain't no 4 months, like 3.5. First off, and I'm like, bro, you probably be like 12 G's or something. Like for splitting it in half, like that's cool. Now just imagine when you learn everything
and you're doing this on your own.
And you could buy me out your way, get me out your way. And then you could double that shit up. Like, come on, bro. Like, you gonna make more money than you've been making. First of all, at any job, you're getting hands-on training. But you gotta like the thing about people that really just not in it to be in it, like seriously, they just want some quick buck. They're not gonna get on YouTube and watch no fucking videos about the shit.
And that's all we did when we started growing. That's all we did.
Now. He over there with his girl trying to please her, make her happy by spending time with her, watching shows and movies and shit. I know that's what he's doing, but it's like, bro, like you gotta have your YouTube time, and you need to put it on the big TV so she can watch it and ask questions because she the one that'll be helping you when I ain't around.
Bruh, my wife did not bother me for like a year straight while I was learning how to grow. I was in my zone. Like she knew that this was gonna be worth it in the future. Let him learn, so then life will be better after this. And she's probably glad she left me alone.
They man's attention on something that's gonna benefit them.
And something educational,
Like, you learning.
This ain't Call of Duty. Like I'm not twiddling my thumbs for 8 hours on Call of Duty right now. I'm trying to learn how to really chase this dream. This is gonna fund life right here.
People don't understand.
And it forces you to learn so much other stuff. Like you get better in business, you get better at math, you get better at a lot of stuff just by growing.
Yep.
Now you adding and dividing by the thousands with no issue. Like, okay, 2,600, I'm gonna get 8. Then all right, bet. But as soon as you walk into a room, you can run numbers through your brain faster than you ever could. Yep. You walk in, okay, how much electricity this got? Okay, what size is this room? I can fit this many trays. I can fit this many lights. That should be this much by this time. Okay, boom. 20 minutes in, you just factored in, okay, this room's worth like 60,000. All right, bet.
Yep.
Yeah.
All I do is walk around and spend the money before I get it. That's all I be doing around here. I'm like, okay, when this come down, I'm about to buy this, do that,
yep.
do that. And
always thinking expand.
Ready to, man. But you know what I got to do though? I want to learn Now by this time, I need to have every room set in my head. I don't want to keep doing different shit in the same room. I want that room to do this and that only. So I know it like the back of my hand, and I could start calculating my returns accordingly. You see what I'm saying?
Explain that one more time.
So I don't want to be in the big room doing 60 plants in tomato cages and then turn around and build this platform. Now I'm doing 90 plants with trellis. Whichever one working, that's what I want to keep doing and just leave that room like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's what I'm trying to get to now, is just trying to like finalize the rooms. Like this room was built for perpetual, and I planned it out and built it just for that. So I know exactly what I have already and what's going in here, and I'm not changing that. So that's just how it is going to be. But that other house is so different because I use the space for different things at different times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to just figure all that part out. And that's my biggest challenge, is just that place over there. I need to really figure it out, build another shed or something, or do something to give me a little more space, maybe just to dry or veg, and kind of get that on a perpetual thing.
You got to dry in the flower room?
I do. I cut it down and I dry it. So that flower room just be down for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, sometimes I have to too, depending on how big the plants got. I don't have another space big enough to hold the harvest sometimes.
Exactly.
That fucking sucks. That's why when I built this new facility, my first thought was build a dry room.
See? That's what I'm saying.
Build a dry room. I got the space. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna build me a perfect dry room so I don't have to dry in the fucking flower room.
Yep.
Now soon I have some more space opening up, so I'll be good to go even at this spot. So I'll be able to chop what is my big room down and have a space for it to dry.
See, I could do something and fix the problem, but it'll make the property look too hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I can get another shed and put it on the opposite side, and then put a fence in front of that, and I'll still be legal with code 20 feet back from the street with a 6-foot fence. I'll still be legit, but it's like it'll just look too much like I'm hiding something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of don't want to just mess with it because it's been rocking for this long. I kind of just don't want to, I don't want to rock the boat. You know what I'm saying? But I got to figure
the least amount of attention as possible.
Something. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So give me 1 second. I got to run to the bathroom.
All good. Let's get up in these comments, man. The dry room is a must. KSU ain't never lied. I got to build one. I got to build one over here too while I'm thinking about it, because these perpetuals, as soon as I cut it down, I want to go ahead and put that right outside to the dry room and put the next plants in there. We'll clean up first, of course. Put the next plants in there and start and flip them motherfuckers immediately. Like because in the smaller room, that's when they're gonna be vegging at. They're gonna be stuffed in there by the time they come out. So they're gonna be ready to get in there and spread out, flip them. Ain't gonna be no motherfucking time to waste. Just use a grow tent for drying. Chris Avery, you can't use no fucking tent to dry this many plants, bro. We're not, this ain't the hobby grow. You know what I mean? This ain't the hobby grow. That shit ain't gonna work. Muddy Water Organics, what's good, G's? Popping large amounts of seeds this week. That's good, man. Keep it up. Stay on the his hunt, man.
Yes, sir.
Stay on the hunt. Chris Avery said just use a grow tent for drying, and I was telling him like this ain't no hobby grow.
Like I would need a grow tent the same size as my room.
That shit ain't about to fit no tent. Like
yeah, I could barely walk around my room afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it ain't gonna 4x8 dry tent is a great dry. It couldn't fit. You're not gonna fit the size of these rooms into it. Yeah, a 4x8 tent, it ain't gonna hold none of that. That's 2 trays.
Yeah, and then where's your AC? Where's your dehumidification? Is that all inside? And if so, you could have just used the room that you put that big motherfucker in.
You would have to harvest a 4x8 to dry in a 4x8. and it may not be enough.
You could dry in something slightly smaller. Like you could dry a 4x8 and a 4x4, but I definitely can't dry no 10x20 in a 4x8. It ain't gonna work.
No,
it's just not gonna work.
No, hell no. And my room
So
is 4x16, so no.
Yeah, those are my little issues, but I try not to worry about it because it's like, for what I'm doing, it's okay. I could wait. You know, it's no big rush.
Yeah. It's something you
like
can
this,
just keep thinking
this
on.
perpetual thing is my main focus.
That's
like
my shit.
This will take things to a whole nother level for me. This will be money I can count on every month. That alleviates
right at the top of every month.
So much stress. So much stress, man. Be gone right then. And all I gotta do is just make sure I don't have to use this space for nothing else but this. But then I'm thinking about what happens next year with the greenhouses. What's going to happen?
That's one problem you're going to have to solve. Yep.
Back in the same fucking dilemma. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. So one, unless you just account for it, because if you harvesting that often, you could just account for, okay, 1 month, I'm going to have to keep some plants in these rooms in order to feed the outdoors. Yep. How many times are you going to have to reset the greenhouses throughout the season?
Twice.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. It almost shuts you out during the summertime on the indoor.
So that shuts me down from like, what, February March, April, to May, June, July, February to June. Because June they can go outside.
Okay, but then you got to reset them after they finish a round. So you got to have a round behind those ones.
No, I'm saying, okay, so from February to April is veg time, right? So April they go outside. Then I'll take clones of whatever I put outside, just take a cut into each thing, or whatever I do. Clone them, then they got a month and a half in here, or until the other ones, or until June comes, which is 2 months. And then in June 1st, I could put them outside in the sun and they could veg out there for another week or two. Before they go in the greenhouse.
So you're going to load the greenhouses and let them run natural cycle?
No.
Oh, you're going to pull the tarp?
So I pull the tarp from April to June.
Okay, and then the final reset is from June to okay.
Yeah, from like June 15th, depends on what time that they finish. You know what I mean? And then you got to reset with the dirt and all the shit like that. So you know, you just got I just give myself 2 weeks. So then June 15th, they'll go in there and that's a start. And then when June 15th start, I want to have the other plants getting ready to start the perpetual. But that's a lot of work. That's a lot of fucking work.
By next year, I'm guaranteeing you're going to be in beds because you're never going to have to get rid of soil again.
I already know. That's why
you're not going to have to deal with none of that no more.
I want to do beds right now. I just don't have the bread to spend.
Yeah,
too much. I was thinking about that. Like I really want to do beds right now, man, but I just don't got the money for all that wood and all the dirt.
I would thug this season out, but next season, I'd bed that thing up.
Make the change, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be well worth it because then every season, all you got to do is come water, throw some kelp on the top of them, get everything activated, maybe brew a tea if you want to, and then it's a wrap.
And the watering would be way better. It'd be less sites to go to. It'd just be way better, man. Beds would be way better. And those plants would just blow up so quick once they get in the bed, and they could just really those roots.
And then they'll reach out, and then they'll reach right out the bottom of the bed into the ground.
Yep.
If they make it that far down, I have no idea if they make it that far down or not. Because you never pull a root ball out. So
because they just kind of they be weak. Once they in there, they don't be that strong like that. They be strong around the plant, but they don't be strong like that throughout the whole soil.
Yeah, and I don't know because I've never reached down to the bottom of them.
Yeah, most people just pull that shit right out, man. Pull that shit out.
I chop them down same way you would in a pot. Yep, and then plant right next to it.
Oh, you keep the stalk in there?
Yep, because then eventually the the worms and the bugs eat all of the roots. Then you can wiggle it. Yeah, then you wiggle it, and you'll know when it's ready, and then you can just pop it right out. And there's like a half an inch of roots or something. They don't ate everything else. Yeah, so eventually you just go and pull those stalks right out because they done ate all the roots on it. All that's left is the stalk you're seeing. You could just 2 fingers, you could just pull it right out.
Well, that's the plan for next year.
Yep. No, you got to do is keep the worms alive with water. The worms take care of everything.
Then I be thinking like, if this shit hit how I want it to hit, I probably don't even gotta do nothing indoor like that. Like over here.
I was thinking that too.
You know what I'm saying?
You could just use this space to, just to refill them. And then
just keep healthy moms, take cuts for the other spot, keep that on perpetual, bring it over here to dry. And then greenhouse season, there's just because it comes around so fucking fast.
So quick, before you know it.
It's before you know it, you right back in it. So it's like, damn, now I gotta shut down the whole perpetual grow. It's like, man, I don't know. It might not be worth trying to be too greedy. I'm really not trying to be greedy, y'all. Trust me. I'm really not.
I am.
I'm not. I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to make enough to invest.
I want everything.
Stuff.
Yeah, I want everything. Like, if I could get more rounds in here, I'm gonna try to figure it out. Oh, no.
Break my back like that, man. Because I've been working hard, man. And it's like, it's a lot of work. People don't understand, man. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
And then my girl used to help me, which was great. I was like so thankful. Then we had the baby, and it's like, no more help.
Bro, I'm in the same situation. I gotta trim by myself. I could do everything.
Yeah. No more.
That was my only trim partner because you ever brought somebody in to trim and then you just seen how they were just like destroying buds?
Yeah.
Like just digging into them. Oh my God.
She trim. You know what she do though all day? She'll just run her mouth all day, non-stop. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with this shit.
No.
I'm not dealing with it. I can't do it.
Oh, hell no. You gotta go.
I can't deal with it.
You gotta go.
Oh, man.
Nah, I need people that could throw their headphones on or something and get to work.
Yeah, lock in. Don't talk to me. Just do your thing.
Yeah, do your thing. Because I don't want to talk when I'm getting to work.
Nah.
That's probably why we're not good teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for real.
You know what? In the culture that I like to study the most, one of their laws is I have not
Buddhism?
begun to. No, the people who created that. I have not begun the day by demanding more work than is due to me. You in death, you have to be able to say that you have not done this. So you never started a day planning to do something that you knew you couldn't complete. So you plan just enough that you could finish in one day without killing yourself. Then you move on to the next day and you do the same thing. So you never start the day off with more work on your plate than you.
Why you didn't tell me this shit 6 months ago?
I just started reading the book. Fuck it, I'll throw it out there for everybody who it's called The Book of Coming Forth by Day and by Night. So-called the Egyptian Book of the Dead. You might have to look up the Egyptian Book of the Dead, but it's called The Book of Coming Forth by Day and by Night.
Well, which one do you got? I got the big burgundy one.
I got the Book of Coming Forth. Does yours say the Book of the Dead?
Egyptian Book of the Dead, yeah.
Yeah, the horrible translation.
What, the one I got?
Yeah. Okay. It's not even called the Book of the Dead. They just seen it in the tombs. So since it was always around dead people, they just called it the Book of the Dead.
Send me a picture of the one you have, because I probably just ordered the wrong one. So I can have that shit.
Can you see it?
Nah, just send me a picture later, because I need to look at it and get the right author and stuff.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, it's Malana Karenga. Yeah, but it's a hell of a good book, and that's one of the laws right there that you can't start. That the makes hella
sense, bro. Because I be out here like busting my ass on these greenhouses. I'm like, man, I should have just like do some, chip away at it, and then get it done instead of like trying to work till nighttime, trying to do every damn thing.
Yep. So did you just wake up, plan your day, and do what you know you could do in a day? But that don't work for us though. That's one of the hardest things to accomplish.
I was thinking that.
That's why you said that's why when you said Buddhism, I'm like, this is where Buddhism got the whole idea of this from. is the way their lifestyle is based off of these people who gave them the information. So yeah, it is the same thing.
Gotcha.
So if you ever look at Buddha, you know where Buddha came from.
Gotcha. That's a good one. I gotta read that.
Yeah, hell yeah. The laws in there is crazy. It shows you how far back we've gone. Like we're savages compared to the shit they speak about in this book.
Really?
Yeah, the way that they lived their life was so much more peaceful. Yes, it was so much more peaceful. It was like,
but that's the thing. It's hard to be peaceful in a life that demands your money, and your money comes from you having to earn it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like me and my woman talk about all that all the time. Like, man, I wish we could just chill and live off the land.
Yep.
Have little dancing parties and just have fun every day and go by the river, and that shit just be so calming and relaxing, man. That's the life, man. Like I was watching this documentary about Jamaica, and all the little poor kids, man, they poor. They was like, we don't be having nothing, but we make sure everybody eat. And look
every
at
night.
This shit. Like this is
night.
This is what do you say? He's like, this is paradise. He's like, look what we playing in. Look what we playing in. Look what we got around us. Like, this is paradise, bro.
My father doesn't like it here. Like, whenever my father got to come here, he's tight, and he's not gonna stay long. Like he gonna come here long enough to make another baby, and then he's out. Like he's not.
You know what I think because America doesn't offer a sense of community anymore.
It doesn't, and it feels so. He said it smells bad here. He said no matter where he's gone out here, if he's not near the mountains, it just smells terrible in America. He said the water tastes funny, and he can't find nothing for him to eat.
I feel him.
Because he's looking at the food we got, and he knows that this food isn't supposed to look like this. He knows the strawberries ain't supposed to be this big. He knows way too much. So he's just like, man, I gotta go back home.
Yeah, I feel him. I was just telling my girl something about these old people that we be finding like living in their country, and they be like 96, 99, and they still be looking good and shit. And I'd be like, you know why, right? She was like, well, I was like, because they eating what they come from. They eating where they come from.
Yes.
All the stuff that they eating is there for them to eat. The shit that we eat come from millions, like from thousands of miles away. It's super processed.
Facts.
It's just all fucked up.
If they kill a chicken in the morning, that chicken's for dinner.
Yeah, exactly. It's fresh.
That chicken's not a month old. Yeah, that chicken's not a month old.
It's not freezing, frozen, refrigerated, traveled.
Nope.
Fucking.
It grew up in the backyard. We know where we fed it. Yep. We know what it's been eating its whole life. It's been in our backyard this whole time, and today's his day. That's kill it, pluck it, cook it. The whole family eats together with their hands on the floor. Which it shows more unity amongst each other, and they enjoy. And parts of Africa, they shut down during lunchtime so everyone can go home and eat with their families, and then they start back work again.
That's lovely right there.
Yeah, they make, no matter what job you got, they make everybody stop. You got to go eat with your family and then come back to work afterwards.
Yeah,
and it also forces you to have a family.
Yeah, you don't want to be out there alone.
Yeah, hell no.
Place to sit.
Yeah, you just leave at lunch, everybody with their wife and kids, you alone. Like, is
this table open? No.
Another family is coming here. You better go get you a wife. Like,
yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, so the men there, they know what to do. When it's time to cultivate some land, they know how. The men around them taught them. Like, it's a shame that this summer I'm gonna buy a plot of land that they just cleared out, like right across the street from me, and I want to start a garden there that the children of the neighborhood got to take care of. I want them to come there and learn how to plant seeds and grow tomatoes, grow pepper, because they'll go back home and teach their parents.
That's the dopest shit ever.
The only way I could get them in is to pay them some kind of money to come and learn this, because then they're going to take it home with them. They got a backyard. They're going to want to plant something.
Yep.
Like, hey, I know how to grow tomatoes now. Mommy, can we go to the store to get some tomatoes? Yeah. How you learn before me?
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
community gardens is what's needed, man. There's a lot of lands out here. It's a lot of plots of land out here, and I be wanting to do that shit, but then then my mind just goes back to who got time for that shit? I don't.
That's
have
why
time
I'm
for
making.
that
that's
shit.
why I'm making them take care of it.
Yeah, see, that'd be dope if you just set the foundation.
And my son knows how to do it like the back of his hand. This is his 4th year growing crops. So most of it he can take care of. He can show they're gonna be his friends. He can show them how to do that.
Yeah, you did a good job with him, boy.
The last 2 years he took care of both gardens by himself.
Yeah, I love it. Love to hear that.
And there's 4 4x8 beds, and he took care of all of them by himself. Yeah. But I've always homeschooled too, so I had a benefit a lot of people don't get a chance to get. So
really,
yeah,
the importance of being around your kids is very misunderstood. Like we really give our kids away
for 8 hours a day.
That's really what it's more than that though, because when they come home, we don't be having time for them.
Yeah.
Not we as in me and you, but as in
people in general.
The average American, we don't spend no time with our kids.
None.
And that's why they don't fuck with us.
No, they don't. They'll listen to your teacher more than they'll listen to you.
Yep.
A teacher could take his phone away from him in class and he won't lose his mind. You take a phone away from him at home, they ready to flip.
Yep.
Yeah,
crazy. You the worst.
So no vaccines, no school. So none of my kids have ever been to school.
Yep. That's how this son I'm got now, my little partner, we're gonna be ride or die.
Yep, right. And you know what I do too?
Now I'm at the age that I could teach him the right way. Like before with my other kids, I was a young drunk and him and their mom didn't get along, but we just tried to stay together for the kids. And that's like the worst thing I could have did. Because that just brings so much shit.
Yeah.
That shit make me sad thinking about it, but they cool, they good kids, they turned out all right, but I just wish I would have
there more.
Better. I wish I was better. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
So what I do now too is I keep my son, I keep him a lot around his grandfather because his grandfather he's a handyman. There's nothing he can't do. So he's helping build houses. He takes care of his boss's properties, and he owns a lot of property out here. He takes care of all of them. Electricity, switching out hot water tanks. He's always building something. So I try to keep my son around him a lot, because that's the money. That's all of the money right there. Knowing how to wire electricity, knowing how to build a barn, knowing how to build a garage. Like his grandfather built his own garage, and it's massive. Built it himself.
That's the best fucking teacher right there.
And I can't do it, so I keep him by him.
Respect for granddad.
Exactly. So I keep him around him like 80% of the time. So I'll homeschool him on the math, English, science, whatever. But then for the life skills, I'm gonna send you with your grandfather because he knows it better than I do.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yep. And
that's a blessing, bro. You really blessed.
It is. I know most people don't got it like that. So I don't take it for granted.
Yeah, man.
I don't take it for granted at all.
Like grandfathers is missing.
Yeah, most of them died.
I never had a grandfather.
Me neither. Yeah,
so
you'll hear stories, but nope, me neither.
So it's like for him to have that, both of y'all, he gonna be all right.
Yep.
He getting double the wisdom from granddaddy.
Oh yeah, he's getting that life. He getting life from him. I ain't been here long enough to give you the kind of information he gonna give you.
That's dope.
And he loves them to death. They always out together is hella dope. I be wishing other kids could have this luxury right here.
That's a luxury, man. That's sad. That's a fucking luxury, but that's how it is, man.
You know what? We're probably one of the only communities that have to be able to say stuff like that. Everyone else, for the most part, they know granddad.
Yeah.
They know grandma, they know granddad.
That's the shit we live with, man.
But that be them third world countries that they say
we just gotta change it. We know it. We just gotta change it.
Because we're gonna be granddad one day.
Want to see.
Yep.
Sure is.
Let me see if we got any questions. Somebody said they need to buy a seed counter. They got them pretty cheap now online.
What?
Seed counters.
Seed counters?
Yeah, it'll you could set it to take like 10 seeds at a time for you or whatever you need it at.
I'm about to look that up.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of them online now.
How does that work? Is it?
I was seeing if there was any more questions. Man, they wasn't coming with questions tonight. They was in here tuned in,
just listening. That's what's
they was
up,
they was just listening, and we've held the same pretty much number since we started, so nothing dropped off.
Yeah, that seed counter thing that sounds pretty cool. I need that shit right now.
Yeah, I believe if you look on Amazon, you'll be able to find some.
I gotta look at YouTube first. I look at YouTube first for everything. I need to see.
Oh yeah, so you can see the reviews. Yep, you can see an honest review of somebody actually using it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see. But yeah, see, you ever ran any in-house?
Yeah. That was the black cherry punch.
Good results?
Beautiful, good results, but they wasn't raving about it or nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want shit people be like, oh, this fire. I want people to call back and say that was it. You know what I mean? I like shit like that.
Yep. Some people say they're waiting on these seeds you counting now to hit the market.
It's gonna be about next week, man.
Yeah, I heard it first right here.
This shit take a long time.
It do.
I do want to talk about that a little bit about the
go in.
So what I learned is when you had a male in the same room as the female is going to produce his first initial set of white hairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
That gets pollinated by the male. Excuse me. That gets pollinated by the male. What happens is the pollen on the pistils, they revert back in and they start creating the seed. Now that's going to be your mature seeds in the end. You see what I'm saying? That's going to be the ones that were first. So those are going to be the dark browns, the stripes, and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And then it comes out with second set of hairs. And it does that about 3 or 4 times. And each time it's getting new pollen from the male because the male just keeps on dropping it off. Okay. So at the end of it, you have a bag like this with hella immature seeds. And the mature seeds, you got to go in and hunt through them.
Because those would have been the first ones that got pollinated.
Exactly.
That was first round.
So what I learned is I want to have the male in there. And when they ready, like day 21, and it starts spreading pollen everywhere, I want to give that male a good initial shake. Just shake the shit out of it all over the room, and then get the male out immediately.
Yes.
So at the end of it, I don't have to do this shit.
Oh, I get it. So when they spit in that second and third round of white hairs, those won't make the immature seeds that you have to sift through later on.
Yeah. Because now I got all these seeds right here. There's still some in there I could pull out, and they good, but I'm not about to waste my time with it.
I heard those ones still pop.
They will pop, but it's like I don't feel comfortable giving that to people because people complain a lot.
But what if you just give them out to some people?
They'll complain. They'll be like, "Oh, it's not even mature," and they start talking shit.
I mean, like the people like us who want them.
I mean, if you want them, I'll give them to you.
Yeah, well, it's because some of us might want them. You know what I'm saying, because they're still gonna pop, and hey, you still might find a gem out of one of those.
Yeah, they will pop. I actually, I'm doing a test right now. I put like 5 of them, the immature ones that I think they're immature, in a napkin, and I put it up. So I'm gonna see if they sprout and everything. Because if they sprout, they're gonna turn into something. It don't matter if it's mature or not. They're gonna turn into something. So it's like I'm wasting a lot of seeds, but it's kind of like a quality control issue. I just want to make sure y'all get good seeds. So I don't want to I just want to be right, do it right.
It's a bunch of people in the chat like, I want them shits. Like, yo, if he just gonna throw those away, man, those might still pop.
Yeah, they will pop, man. But I don't know. I'm keeping them around. I'm not getting rid of nothing. They're just keeping them around, putting them back in the bag.
What if some people want to cover the shipping and handling?
It's still not gonna be worth my time going to the fucking going down to the post office out my day and shit.
Well, yeah, through.
Unless I get some.
Yeah.
I don't even like doing giveaways and shit because it's like, damn, I gotta waste my time and go to the fucking. Like, that shit is a headache. Stopping your day and having to do
I'm gonna be 100.
And not getting no compensation for it. I don't like doing that shit. That shit gonna go out when I got orders, or you just gonna have to wait for a while.
I ain't gonna lie, that's the worst part. Like, I like to release clones. It's not that I have an issue with it. It's sometimes it's hard to find time to go down right now and go to the post office and do this. It's not that easy. When you're doing a whole bunch of other different things, I usually pick one day out of the week to go to the post office. If you miss that day, you got to wait till that day next week. And some people will want their stuff out the next day. Like they're did you ship that yet? You like, God damn, like it's been 6 hours. Somebody said do a random number draw. Yeah.
Not on this.
Not on this one.
Not on this.
Fuck it. Go ahead. We'll do a random number draw. I got so many seeds that I could give away. No, you know what? We'll do it next week. So y'all make sure that y'all here next week.
Here you go. I'm gonna take out like 30 seeds, 20 seeds for you, right?
Yep.
And I'll give them to you because you asked for them. But the rest of these, go ahead and write my number down right here.
Make sure it's out the camera.
Oh shit, yeah, y'all can't see, right? All right. So I'm gonna write my number down, put the pen down so you know I ain't making up nothing. And
y'all better be glad y'all stuck through this long.
Let's do 1 through 50 right now.
1 through 50, go. Drop a number 1 through 50.
Yep, Sergeant Lefty. He's smart. That boy's smart.
Oh yeah.
He's smart. Sorry, guys. He's smart.
Oh, he hit it right away?
Right away. Yeah, and he the one asked for it.
And he the one. Yo, and he the one that I can stop dropping numbers. Sergeant Lefty got it that quick.
And he the one asked for it. That's dope.
Somebody dropped it after him, but I don't know if they seen that first. But yeah. Yep. Damn. Yo, what's the odds of that first number? Got it. Boom.
That's crazy.
That stands for that Gelato 33, that good old gas.
And that's how many people in the Chop Chat right now.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Well, somebody just left. Guess they got mad. They didn't get the number.
Yeah, a couple people left because they didn't hit the number. It's okay.
Yeah. Like, fuck, man.
Hold up. We got 31 people in here. Can I get some more thumbs up, please? Y'all don't know the value of hitting that thumb button. When y'all hit that thumb button, it spreads the word out faster. It starts popping up in the recommended section of people's YouTube channels. So we need thumbs up. So with 31 people in here, we should have 31 thumbs up. How hard is it to just hit the button for me? Just hit the thumbs up button. We don't ask for nothing. Just hit the thumbs up button.
Sergeant Lefty.
Yeah, hit it right away. That's crazy.
You be around a lot too, so you deserve it.
A lot. Always supporting. Where's your wrench? Where is your wrench?
So I know you know how to get in contact with me.
Boom.
LabriousCannabis@gmail.com or hit me up on the
You all wrenched up now too. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We got a great following on here. We got people that last week when we missed that, trust me, my inbox was flooded. Yo, y'all not doing the stream? Y'all not doing the stream? And once I seen you was live, I started pointing them over there. I'm like, yo, Labrador's got one going right now.
Yep. So that's cool. Sergeant Lefty, you got that. And it probably ain't going out tomorrow, but it's gonna go out.
You gonna have it. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. Don't even trip. That's all you right there. And
yes,
that's gonna be the 33 minutes crossed with the ice cream cake shirt back cross. So
woo,
you
we got that
definitely gonna find some
fire.
fire in here, man. If I was you, I'd just go ahead and pop you like 10 of them and just watch her do her thing, man. They gonna jump.
You're gonna be happy as shit. Yo, I'm still mad that Sunset Sherbet didn't have the hype behind it the way it should have. Sunset Sherbet is so fire. Guava's another one that kind of like it just eased under the radar. Guava is fire.
Yep.
Gelato
Some stuff gets released at certain times, and it's just not the time for it.
Gelato won when that came out. Gelato won because Gelato came out when the Candyland came out around the time the Guava came out around the time that the Sherbet came out. Gelato and Sherbet came out roughly around the exact same time. So Gelato just outshined everything.
Yeah, Gelato's a winner.
And I understand why.
A lot
I
of
understand why.
Gelatos out there though, because a lot of people that I send gelato to, like if I shop for them, they don't like that gelato. And then when I got gelato or something, I say it's mine, they'd be like,
I'll take that
one. Bad taste in their mouth though, because they still thinking about that other gelato.
Yes, so a lot of bad gelato going around.
A lot of bad gelato.
I just saw some recently. And I said, that's not gelato. And please rename that because you're going to give this out to people around here and they're going to assume that this is gelato and they no longer want gelato. And that's not anything close to it.
Yeah, man, that sucks.
It might have been gelato 4 years ago.
It don't look like it. It don't look like it. It's that. Like, damn, I don't know what the hell y'all doing.
Because when I grow ice cream cake, I know that's a gelato cross. And I got phenos that are almost identical to gelato, and it's straight fire. And I'm not even a fan of these kind of strains, so if I'm telling you it's fire, it's fire.
I already know.
Like I'm not even a Runts fan, but this Greasy Runts, I'm smoking it right now. I rolled this up during the stream. This Greasy Runts is ridiculous.
The Greasy Runts is crazy.
The smell on it, the taste on it. It almost, I wish that they had an incense that smelled like this.
I'm so mad about some of these though, man.
I wish they had an incense that smelled like this.
Like the Greasy Runs?
Yeah.
You know what I wish they had? I wish they had Doug Fir sap. Doug
what
Fir
is it?
Sap. The sap out of a Doug Fir 2x4. Bro, that shit smells so fucking good.
Word?
I'm talking about I stick my screw in there and I see some sap. I touch my finger, hella sticky. I smell like, what the fuck? I'm walking around with my finger, smell my finger. They're like, what the fuck you talking about? I'm like, it's sap, bro. Just smell it.
That might be a terpene. That might be a terpene we need to make an essential oil out of.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. That shit smells so good.
Yeah, that sounds like a terpene. Good.
How can you do anything with that though?
You paid $400 for a zip of ice cream cake? Shit.
Yeah, it ain't a game. Ice cream cake killing it.
Yo, you know what's crazy? One of the homies hit me up not long ago, and he was like, yo, the ice cream cake seeds, they're getting auctioned off for like $1,200. I said, I still got like 3 of them unopened, and I got one that's still open. He said, how much would you sell me one for? I was like, yo, I'll give you the rest of the open pack if you find a pheno and send the clone back. He said, what? I'm like, yeah. It wasn't a big deal to me. I didn't know that ice cream cake was this popular. I thought it was old by now.
Nah, it's not.
It's making its comeback.
They about to.
I bought those seeds years ago. Year. Yeah, I bought those seeds years ago. But again, pheno hunting takes time.
It does. It takes time, and it takes time to get in the right hands. Like you can know you got something.
Yep.
And if the masses don't know about it, it ain't shit. As soon as the masses start talking about it, then it's like that's what copy be talking about. Like man, that shit's old. That shit 4 years old. That shit 2 years old. I've been had that. And the hype come around 2 years later. That's how it be.
That's what I'm saying. Like when he said that Billy Kimber was old, I'm like, bruh, that shit is making noise where I'm at. Like now, like right now, it's in high demand right now. Not right now, but like yesterday afternoon because we forgot the day before. Like it's huge. Yeah, I had that 2 years ago. Yeah, but 2 years ago we didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago, we didn't have it. One of us stumbled across it. We posted a picture of it. It got popular afterwards. That was now.
It seemed like honestly, when the Migos out here start growing it, you got to move on to something else.
That's when it's old. That's when
Because
it's finally old.
they gonna flood it. I'm talking
Yeah, they're
about.
gonna go crazy.
My amigo just told me he gave me the sour cuts, the ones I was telling you about. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what you want? I'm like, what you want? I got apple fritter, gelati. What else I got for you? I said I got some white runts for you or whatever. Cause he fucked with me tough. Like we cool. And he
That's a good
like,
link to have.
no apple fritter, I got that when he starts smiling. I'm like, yeah, it's over.
It's over. Yeah.
After this year,
it's gonna be depths of that shit galore come October.
Yeah, I'm good.
They're gonna
So
be
this the last
packed
year for
up.
that.
They're gonna be packed up and ready to go.
Man.
Yeah, the Asians are similar.
Yeah, tell them Trey Cheese. You already know. Ain't no specials.
No, the specials
That's
for what?
Shit. I'm not trying to win a popularity contest.
No.
All this fire in here though, bro. Like I swear, man, I'll be contemplating for shit. I've been contemplating. I don't even. It's like some of these I don't even want to give up.
What's the name of whose channel? I seen somebody said, "What's the name of his channel?"
Oh, probably mine. I put Frosty McNasty on there.
Yeah, it's Frosty McNasty. It's Frosty McNasty on Instagram, Frosty McNasty on YouTube. After the stream is done, the link to his page will be in the description. So you guys are good. Right after the stream is done, I go back, edit it, put the link to his page in the description, so you'll be able to get right to it from my page.
Yeah, it seemed like the seeds, man, you got to let them grow for hella long or something. Like some of these strains, none of them mature.
Ugh.
I'm mad about that. It's like 5 or 10, so those not going to get released. Like a lot of shit not going to get released because of that. If I got like 30 seeds that's mature, then I'm keeping that and hunting through it, and I'm going to do it over again.
Somebody wanted to send us some seeds for a giveaway one day. A lot of us got some seeds just tucked away. Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick.
Yeah, a lot of these seeds, man. I wonder what that Sunday driver gonna be like for 33 minutes. That should be interesting. That should be really interesting. And the biscotti, cross to that. That should be interesting too. Might as well just go ahead and do this biscotti. It's only a little pack. That was a little smaller. That was a smaller plant. What is this? ICC show. Notes for him. Yeah, that was a smaller plant with the biscotti, so I can knock those out real quick while I'm finishing up here.
Oh man, Frosty, did you see that Medi Cropper is out of here after very soon?
Out of where?
He gone.
What you mean?
He going back to Europe.
Oh.
Yeah, he about to be gone. He said he got the facility back up and running, shit looking beautiful. And
what out the way?
He got a choice. It's either his family or to grow. So yeah. So he said, fuck this grow. It's pretty much going good at this point. And even if it goes down, fuck it. He'd rather go back and just spend time with his family.
Yeah, I honestly can't see
that one hurt a little.
I honestly can't see his the family shit working out anyway. And not trying to put nothing down on nobody, but if you spending that much time away from your family in another country, it's not about just growing weed. It's about y'all ain't really tight like that no more.
Yeah.
Cause that's crazy as hell. Like, bitch, I'm the motherfucking man. You coming with me. That's it, and that's all. Pack your shit. Like, ain't nothing to talk about. You want to stay over there,
back.
Family.
No, we moving back for it. We moving back for 6 or 8 months. We got a family. We starting now. That's how I thought about it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not. I just accept your decision. But
I had a pimp partner, and the girl was talking shit about, oh, my mom tripping and shit. She was like 19 or so. This is a long time ago when we was young. She's like 19 or something. She was like, my mom tripping. She was like, He was like, bitch, you gonna let your mom tell you can't hoe? I'm like, this nigga stupid. I'm like, this nigga crazy, bro. Ever since
And
I
you're in
heard
the
that,
home
I'm
of the
like,
pimps too.
that's real shit, man. If you got a girl, that's your girl. She ain't down with the program, that ain't your girl no more.
Nah, my girl would have been with it. Like, this is $1 million
we
opportunity right here. Like, this is millions we could have into the future if we could get this up and going and make sure that it's good. And not to mention,
and that was probably the problem.
But wait, we own property near where I have to go to. All we got to do is move back to the property that we own for a few months. Let me get this shit established and we could go back.
Yeah.
I'm not about to miss this money. I'm not about to abandon ship neither.
Yeah, he about to go back home.
You about to go back home with me. We going back to America for a little while. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to deal with it.
Yep.
Love you to death. Love you to death. It'll be worth it. You'll appreciate this in the future.
Shit,
but when I filled out this job application, it said leader of the household. So
yeah,
I gotta do my job.
Standards, man. Ain't no, hey, you don't run nothing. You can run it by me. That's what you can do.
Yeah, that's what you can do. That's what you can do.
It.
That's about it. and it's still up for debate at that point. Yeah, that's a fact. But when I filled out this job application to be with you, I was getting hired to be the leader.
Man, you follow the man,
I don't know.
Bud.
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't with that new shit.
I ain't with this new shit at all. I'm so glad I don't have one of the women that's on this new woman shit. Because I ain't with
Even if I had a woman that was balling harder than me and all this shit, like, yeah, okay, give me that shit. Give me that.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah. We're gonna flip. We're gonna make this happen. Yeah, we're gonna make this happen.
Something happen with this.
Yeah, we're gonna make something happen.
Because I ain't the type of nigga that ain't got no ideas. See, that's what's wrong with wrong with a lot of men. A lot of men don't have no ideas and
no goals.
No goals, no way to put it in motion. They just they got ideas, but they ain't got the goal to do it. And women see that as hella weak. She'll never trust you with nothing.
That is weak shit. You want to work at CVS for the rest of your life? That's it?
Are you happy they promoted you to a supervisor for $2 extra?
That's it? You don't know anything about anything else? Oh, no. And if she got a bag and that's how you thinking, you ain't even gonna be with her. That's a wrap right there. But real men, we have ideas, we have goals. Like we're trusted, we're tested, we passed the test. Like, I don't know how these men just I ain't about to lose my family or my grow. I'm about to keep both.
I'm
about to keep both.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way. We own property over here. We moving back for a couple months, and we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, but I think a lot of like, no, I can't even say that. I can't say that. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with some of these men. I don't know if they got too much of their mama in them.
I have no idea. I have no idea. We ain't have no father.
You know what my mom told me when I was like 9 years old? I wasn't living with her the whole time. 9 years old, I moved back with her. You know the first thing she told me? She was like, your mama hustling. I sell dope. And I was like, okay.
Well, damn.
And that was what she was doing when she was running around. Mm-hmm. Then as I got older, I'm like, nah, you smoke dope. Playing with me like that, lying to me. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get me.
Trying to tell me some shit. No, you smoking that shit, what?
Yeah.
Talking about you selling. Motherfucker been lying to me my whole life. So that's why I look at women like, you ain't finna pull no fast one on me, bro.
Nah, not about
my
to happen.
My own mom tried that shit.
Me
man.
too.
You ain't about to pull
me too.
Nothing on me.
And almost the exact same situation. Me too.
Yeah. So I don't know. Some people just saying you got to go through real life experiences as a kid, and I don't wish them on nobody though.
Nah, I think that men need to learn how to be men again. You need to learn how to lead again. You need to learn how to take charge. Like, you got to have some aspirations, some goals, some dreams. And once you got a women that's on board, it's a wrap.
Modern day history, the Black Panthers was the best thing going.
Best thing.
That was the best thing for young boys.
Thing.
Without parents, without moms and shit. Yep. That was the best thing going.
Drop them off right there.
Feeding them, teaching them, learning etiquette, learning how to be a man, learning how to be a man. Discipline. That's the most important thing right there.
Yep. Men don't know how to take orders no more.
They don't. They want to be
They
the
don't know how to.
boss.
They don't know how to get advice. They don't know how to take orders. They don't know what position they play. They don't know nothing. Everybody's a leader. No. Sometimes you got to step back and pick a leader. Like, yo, actually, he knows more than I do. So we might need to follow that method.
Yeah, remember, it was like the people picked you.
Yeah. You didn't get
The
to pick who
people
was the
picked the
leader. The
leader.
people
Nobody
picked the
said like,
leader.
"Oh, I'm about to run this and do this." Like, no, you not.
No, you showed and proved,
with
and
him.
after a while, we just stepped back and let you do your thing.
Exactly.
Very much missing now. That's what taught me how to grow is by listening. Shut up, listen.
Yep, I always had something to say, but that's how I learned.
Yep.
I learned by asking a dumb question, and he put me in my place. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that make hella more sense. I'm talking about.
Verb on. Yep, that make way more sense.
Oh. Yeah, because you got to ask them questions, and that's why I like.
Ain't no question a dumb question to me.
Yeah,
just
ask
ask.
The question.
Just ask.
There's a reason behind it.
It might seem dumb to us. We might be like, "What the hell? He doesn't know that," and then you like, "Oh, okay."
Well,
I understand why he doesn't know it.
Sometimes the reason might not make sense, but it makes sense to the person that's growing, and like that's his way of doing it. So as long as you learning from him, then that's his way of doing it. If it's working, it's working.
What's weird is I was in the store the other day, and it was like the cutest, most humbling thing I've ever experienced. An old lady walked up to me and said, "Oh my God, is that your real hair?" And I didn't even know how to answer this question at first. Like, what do you mean? Is this my real hair? Like,
you don't be getting that all the time?
This was the first time I ever experienced it. And she was like, well, how did you get it like this? And I'm like, I just left it alone. Like, I don't know what else to say to you. And when I walked away, I'm like, that was a dumbass question she asked me. Then it hit me. She might have never seen nobody with hair like this before.
Bro, I'm in a white ass county. I was working at the hospital. That's all I got. Love your hair.
And then they won't
How
touch
do they
it.
do those?
Then she asked me to touch it.
They'd be like, "Who did your braids?" I'm like, "These ain't no braids." He's like, "You stupid." Like, like I'd be like, "These locks, man." It's like, and they just feel stupid, so they just stop talking to me. I'm very good at making people feel stupid, and it's not. I try to. It's just like y'all don't got no sense.
See,
bro.
I'm not good at that. So my responses made her comfortable enough to keep asking me questions. And as we got further and further, I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm talking to a 2-year-old. Like,
yep.
I'm trying to explain to you why my hair grows differently than yours.
It's crazy.
I didn't know I had to explain this. Like,
you're supposed to be the upper class people.
Yeah, nappy.
Supposed to know this shit.
You don't remember what this means? Nappy. Yeah. That's it. You remember that term? Does that ring a bell? Yeah, but she kept going, and I was like, wow, she must have really never seen hair like this before. It brings me to another thing real quick. Remember that book I told you that I was talking about earlier, the book of Coming Forth?
Yeah.
So when you read the hieroglyphs, the word for hair is nap.
Wow.
So if I had to describe 5 different people's hair in the area, I would have to say they all had nappy hair.
Wow.
Yeah. So that once you start getting the translations and everything, it gets crazy.
Once you start seeing everything was stolen already, even the language.
Yeah.
The language, everything.
So that was
made it seem like it was bad.
Oh yeah, it's cursed, and they're gonna make you scared of mummies and all sorts of other shit. That made me mad. That made me mad when they had me scared of mummies, and then I had to realize the only people who made mummies was my people.
Yeah,
so they got me scared of my own shit. That kind of had me mad.
Yep.
That's what these kind of things is what made me start homeschooling. The Jewish community made me start homeschooling.
I started fucking kings of that shit.
I started seeing the way that their kid and soccer moms, because soccer moms was the ones that made sure their kids had healthy meals, and they were homeschooling. They had problems with vaccines. They only used natural medicine. That was soccer moms who started that.
They cared about their kids. Like, no,
and we thought they were crazy.
All authority.
I thought they were crazy. I thought they were absolutely nuts. Like, yo, this lady won't let her son eat cheese. Like, what? And then I got older, and I'm like, wow, cheese is really rotten milk.
Yeah,
it's like yogurt is really rotten milk. Like that.
It's no way good to say the shit. The shit that we put in our body is just like
it's
man,
bad.
it's crazy.
And they really tricked us into this.
You ever ain't had fruit in a couple of days and you finally just take a bite of some fruit, you be like, God dang, this shit good.
Yeah, hell yeah. It bring you back to life.
I don't never do that with food.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend the other day. I said, would you take your kid apple picking? He said, yes. I said, would you take your kid to a slaughterhouse? He said, no, that'd be mad extreme.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll feed it to him and you don't mind showing him where his apples come from. So why do you have a problem showing them where his steak came from?
You be tore up.
I went vegan off of one video in one day. I watched one video one day, threw everything in my house away and switched my way of eating in 1 hour. I watched this video and it messed me up so badly. And it wasn't like the animal slaughter or nothing. I didn't care about the animals. It was what they were putting in the food.
Was it that Netflix special?
Nope. It was a Brother Polite video with Dr. Sebi. It was Brother Polite and Dr. Sebi. It was them two talking in California on stage. And he held up a bag of Doritos. And he said, read the ingredients on the back and you'll see guanonite. And when I heard guano, the weed grower side of me kicked in. Because I'm thinking guano is some form of bird shit. Guanonite, come to find out, is bat shit. And then it hit me, why did they call us bat shit crazy if they never seen nobody go crazy off of bat shit?
Meanwhile, the whole time we eating bat shit.
We eating bat shit. The salt that they use to salt Doritos is from bat guano.
And it's like, you know what I don't like about the shit, about the food industry? Is it's so easy to just do it right.
To just use something else. You could use regular salt. Why did you have to
go out your way to do that shit?
To do that.
You got to go to a certain cave, find a certain salt, bring it back. Oh, this is 10 cents cheaper per ounce. Let's use that then. Fuck it. Everybody agree?
You can make millions regardless. Like regardless, you're gonna make millions. You could just put cheese on it. We eat nachos and cheese every time we go to a Mexican or restaurant. We get nachos and cheese. You guys could have just used nachos and cheese to make Doritos and called it a fucking day. What was the point in adding that?
That shit put a different flavor on it. What is that sticky flavor? That's sticky.
And it makes you addicted.
Tongue and it's gonna give you all that. And that shit is sick. And that's the devil, bro.
I know.
That ain't nothing but the evil ass shit. All these people
and do you know how hard it is to quit eating this food? It's harder than drugs. People will quit heroin faster than you can quit cheese.
You listen to Pharaoh?
Young Pharaoh?
Nah, old Pharaoh.
Oh, yeah, the OG.
That's my
one that was in the music industry. Oh, yes.
Yeah. I was getting my hair done for my daughter. She was braiding my hair. And I was looking through YouTube. And he had a video right there talking about dreads. And I watched that video and
yes. Oh, that's one of my favorite videos. That is one of my favorite videos.
The shit he said, I listen to him all the time, man, because he just talks so matter-of-factly. Like, you don't know that?
No filter.
Like, you don't know that already? Like, damn, like this shit's so simple. It's like so basic. Like, damn, how the fuck we overthink shit too much?
Yep.
Should be basic right there for you. And we just overthink it, man. And he's great. He's great.
I watch a lot of him, Dick Gregory.
He keep me on how China exploiting Africa so bad. That shit is taken over, man.
Oh man, the Chinese done went in there.
I feel sorry for the African people, but their leaders is bitches.
Me too.
Their leaders is just sellouts, man.
If Africa closed its borders today, no country outside of it can exist anymore.
None.
If they just didn't export anything anymore,
nothing from them.
It would shut the world down by them just shutting their borders down. Yep. Nothing comes out of here anymore. The whole world shuts down in a couple of days. That's crazy.
They say that's why Gaddafi was killed.
It was. He was trying to give Africa back to Africans.
He was uniting all the rulers in Africa.
Yeah.
If he would have did that, he would have been successful. That would have been oh man.
And he was trying to back their money off the gold and the diamonds available on their land and the oil. So he was like, fuck it, we're gonna back our own money off of our resources that we have here, which will make our money worth more than anybody else's on planet Earth. And one day.
They got that psyched out to kill that man. And
on TV.
Libya been trash ever since.
Now they selling Africans for $10 like cattle again.
Shit crazy, bro.
Shit crazy. Yep. But once you start waking up to this, you realize that my life is great.
Yeah.
Like no matter how bad I ever think my life is actually very, very blessed. I'm in a very good position.
Damn sure better than that shit.
It's better than a lot of other places.
It's better than a lot of other places, man.
And we got bad leaders too. We just live in a good place.
We do, but we're so big. We got like leaders up under leaders up under leaders up under leaders. So it's like it ain't really just no one person running and making all the fucking rules for everything.
Exactly. It looks like it is.
Because Africa is super huge. So
it's
one of the countries in Africa is like half of fucking America.
You can put America in a swamp in Africa and never see it again. That's how big Africa is. You could put almost every continent in the world inside of Africa at the same time.
Africa is huge.
It's massive.
They scale it down. They scale it down
on the map. Yeah, they scale it down on the map. But you could put North and South America inside of Africa and still have space left.
Yep, that shit is tremendous.
Yeah, once I started learning all of this, I'm like, oh man, I gotta dig deep. I wanna see what their horticulture game was like. And man, like
and I'd be thinking about some crazy shit sometimes. And I'd be like, a long time ago, I believe that we had help from people outside this planet, right? I believe we had help building stuff and doing shit and had different ways of learning and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as time went on, I looked at my granite countertop that I picked out, and I'm like, this shit, they find this in the world. Like this shit is found in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So what if all this granite, gold, copper, all this stuff that they find in big sections are like transmitter signals for other people outside of this planet, but we fucking it up so they ain't never coming back.
You know, the inside of the pyramids is built with granite, right?
It is.
You know all those big ass statues of Ramesses you see?
Yeah.
Those are made out of one piece of solid granite. 150 feet tall, one solid piece of like pink granite.
That's crazy, bro.
But if you look at the structure of it, you can see it's man-made. So you look at the like molecular structure of it, and you can see it's man-made because you know what natural-made granite looks like under a microscope. And then you look at that one, and you could see it's man-made. The bricks to the pyramid are man-made. Would you lift a 300-ton stone 300 feet in the air, or would you just build it in place?
Yeah, build it in place.
So there's the answer. No one's gonna take a 300-ton stone and lift it 300 feet in the air. No, we could just build a 300-ton stone in place. We know this plus water makes this stone.
Wow, that's crazy.
So why lift a stone that we can build in place?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so that again, what you said earlier, thinking way too deep into it. We're thinking way too far. Like, how did they lift this stone all the way up there? They never lifted nothing. They lifted buckets of dust and water. And they built it in place.
Build a form and build it like that.
All you got to do is make a mold. Once you make a mold, the desert sun will solidify anything in a matter of an hour.
That's like concrete, though. They made that shit.
That's why you can't put a piece of paper in between the two stones, because they were built in place versus being locked into place. Because how many? It's like 30,000 blocks to build a pyramid. How the hell did you find 30,000 blocks that line up perfect?
And where the blocks at? Like,
same size.
Coming from?
Yeah, where's it coming from? That they're all the same exact size? No. And if you see bricks that are made the exact same size, you know it's manufactured.
It makes sense.
Yeah, so this So once you start looking into this, you're like, man, this is why I never send my kids to school, because they're not going to teach you none of this.
No. And the reason going to school is like the absolute wrong reason to even live in America.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't even be growing up to go to work.
No, you
like,
should be growing up to work for yourself.
Yeah, you should teach that first. And then if you don't have it, then you go work for somebody.
Exactly.
But your first thing should be
is to do what your family does.
Find your way to do what your family does. Yeah, family business. Whatever your family into, that's what you need to be doing.
Yeah, back in the day, if your father fixed cars, if your father exactly.
Yeah, you get third generation mechanic.
Exactly. If your father fixed cars, that's because his father fixed cars. Now you're gonna fix cars.
Now that business name is so powerful because like who else would you want to go to but the third generation mechanics? Like they've been around forever.
Yeah, now they're Lexus and Honda and Toyota and these are like 6-party car companies.
Yep.
This is somebody who learned from their parents, who learned and it just got passed down. Now kids want to do whatever they want to do, and they have no idea what they want to do. And because parents are giving them a choice. And parents are giving them a choice. I always say I don't negotiate with the terrorists. The terrorists are my children. There's no negotiation. You're gonna do what your parents did.
But you gotta have the babies with the woman that you're gonna be with.
Of course.
And y'all gotta be on the same accord.
Yes.
Because I try to tell my kids shit and they think they're too smart because they always got an outlet to go run to their mom.
And get a different opinion.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's teaching backwards.
But I'm trying to push my daughter into the medical field because like hands down, that's the best field, period. That's gonna be around forever.
I can't find a black pediatrician to save my life right now.
You understand? I'm like, we need you to be a doctor, man, a surgeon, a nurse, at the minimum, a registered nurse. At the minimum. Facts. That's still a great job. You're still helping out, but go for the big shit. You live for free.
For the big one.
Don't never have to pay rent. Nobody's kicking you out nowhere.
Nope.
So just go ahead and spend your time and become something big. Don't do it for no pride or nothing. Do it to help the other show the other little kids that they could be something.
Facts.
You know, and that's what we're missing, man.
Yep. And I'm not giving my kids a choice. They always say I'm such a bad guy because I don't want to give them a choice. I didn't have a choice.
They don't need a choice.
They need guidance.
Direction and guidance.
They need guidance. They don't need a choice. If I was able to live by the choices that I had when I was like 10, my life would have been over.
Yeah, my choices was man, I'm a little nigga from Oakland, man. My choice was to be the biggest drug dealer, bro. That's what I wanted to do.
Facts.
That's all I wanted to do.
Facts. And it made me happy. Made me happy.
That's what I want to do.
Yep. I see the benefit of what they're doing before my eyes.
Yep.
Now I'm showing my son that his grandfather is living them same benefits, but he works for himself.
Yeah. That's the great thing too.
He works for himself. And then you see your mother, she works for herself. Then you see your father, and he works for himself. You're not looking to go fill out no job application.
Don't need
for what?
to.
You better pick up one of these skills.
Yeah. That's good. You got them. Got them on the right track, man.
Yeah, but I also waited until I was almost 30 to have kids.
Hey, man, it happens.
Oh, yeah. I got lucky.
It happens, man.
Had I had kids when I was 20, shit.
Yeah, I had my first daughter when I was 16.
What?
What the fuck could I tell her? What could I do with us? You know what I'm saying?
16?
I'm thinking I know it all, though. But I think I know it all. That's how it works. You think you know it all.
Shit.
They act like, hey, I didn't teach y'all. Shit, man. Y'all just like y'all mama.
I couldn't even imagine having a kid at 16.
Man, I don't know how I did it, bro. I really don't.
I don't know how you did it.
I'd be like,
I don't know how you did
that shit. I don't.
That's crazy.
But it worked.
Yeah.
It worked though. They all right.
That is a scary thought. Yeah. Because now I'm trying to think back of what I was doing when I was 16, and man, I couldn't imagine having a kid then.
Yeah, imagine doing all that same shit still and just got a kid though.
You got a kid in the back of your mind. Like, yeah. 16, you still in high school, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
And you thugged it out.
Thugged it out. She's 21. She about to be 21 in May.
Damn. You don't even look old enough to have a 21-year-old.
Yeah. Yep. So was. I guess I was old enough to have a baby.
That's why from now on I'm gonna start giving kids the rites of passage. Like Jewish kids get a bar mitzvah. That's their rites of passage. After this, you become a man. You got to be accountable for all your actions. You got to bring wealth to your family. You should start looking for a wife past this point to build a future with. I want to start giving kids that rites of passage.
That's dope.
They got to have it because they turn 20 and still think they're a kid.
They still think they're a kid, man.
Oh, I'm still young. No. You're old enough to go to prison. You're not a kid no more.
The only thing about the kids is like they're willing to do whatever, but you gotta have stuff for them to do.
Yes.
Or the 100%. Internet gonna have them.
Oh yeah. I got one of the only kids that still want to be outside all day. Like he don't play video games. He won't go outside. I don't care how cold it is, how hot it is. He want to go outside.
Dude, that boy is rare.
Very. And I see it because he ain't got nobody to play with.
Yeah,
he ain't got nobody to play with but me.
Yeah, most kids is outside because the inside fucked up.
Yeah, yep.
You know what I mean?
It ain't even worth being in the house. Yeah, no.
Be outside because the inside fucked up. Like, I'm cool. I'm about to go outside.
Nah, my kid won't be outside.
I was always outside because it's like
me too. Now that I think about it,
smelling this bullshit all day.
Now that I think about it, that's the exact reason that I wanted to go outside because the inside was fucked up. Yeah, never thought about it like that.
That teach you a lot though. Being out there in the streets.
My son got a ton of shit to do.
All the shit.
Damn, and I never see. This is why men need to hear men talk.
Oh yeah,
because you don't even know why you're doing stuff until you hear it from somebody else. Damn, we still holding the same numbers, but are you ready to close it down?
I'm just chilling, really. I ain't trying.
Are we all done?
I don't see no questions or nothing. It's just
what's up with
numbers
Frosty's
haven't dropped. So
night regimen. What does that mean, Sergeant Lefty?
What that mean, Sergeant Lefty? What's Frosty's Newt regimen?
Newt regiment, yeah, Newt.
Floraflex. Full tilt schedule. Floraflex, everything. I just ordered 10 more pounds of V1 and V2. 10 more pounds of full tilt. That's all I'm fucking with. I don't care about the price. I'm just buying all that all the time. I had the cereal milk in there. I was growing with Mega Crop. Yeah, I hate to say this, but I was growing Mega Crop with the cereal milk. As soon as I switched to Floraflex, I came in the room the next day. Everything smelled like cereal milk. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. So. I'm good. I'm just Floraflexing it out, man. Outside too. I'm about to whatever.
This is why this is the Real Talk podcast, man.
It's going.
Y'all getting that real. Because I ain't gonna lie, I love Jack's, but the Floraflex is a different. It's a different beast.
Look at that green. You see this green?
That is a super healthy green. That's on the V1.
V1 and V2. Epsom salt.
That's crazy. That's yeah, Sergeant Lefty is Daisy Forrest, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's up with it? Yep.
Floraflex got them looking nice. Nice green stalks, everything. Looking beautiful.
It's crazy. It's just health, man. It's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, when I was using Jack's, everything went good. But
I didn't have no problem with Jack's either, but I didn't have no green like that.
I didn't have that Floraflex shine. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now Jack's did great, but Floraflex is just a different animal.
Jack's is good, man.
Yeah, Jax was good.
I just wanted to try something different, and then try something different and it worked. You'd be like, hey, okay, it's easy. And I like schedules that have I like a line that has a schedule for different weeks. I kind of like that because then I know it's cannabis specific, it's tailored to cannabis because cannabis needs shit at different times. So with Jax was kind of like, you can just go all the way through 3, 2, 1, or you can stop it, do some what's that shit? Monopotassium phosphate.
And I heard that'll burn the fuck out your plant.
That shit'll burn your shit. So I always stuck with the 3, 2, 1 thing. And it was just like, it's just too basic for me, I guess.
Yep.
So I don't use CalMag. That's what Epsom salt for.
Exactly.
You don't need CalMag with Floraflex. You just add your Epsom salt. And even if you don't need Epsom salt, I just use it because it's cheap as hell and it has benefits.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if you need CalMag with anything. I just think you need more mag. Because if you look in the base
all that
nutrients,
shit got calcium already.
If you look in your base nutrients, there's more than enough calcium. If you're using tap water, there's definitely more than enough calcium. The only thing you're missing is the magnesium. So Epsom salt will solve all of the problems that CalMag has to offer, I guess. But I've never used CalMag because when I was using Canna doesn't require CalMag. You could just use Canna straight up. It's perfect. You don't even need Epsom salt. Canna's perfect.
I never seen nothing CalMag did. Like
me neither.
When I was using CalMag, it was because that was somebody else's feeding program. You know, the older people, they always use the big bottles. So I think you need CalMag with those big bottles because they got so much bullshit in there. They got to balance it out with some more bullshit. But
I just think they make you buy it.
That's another thing. If you want bigger yields, just switch to salts, man.
Yes.
Switch to salts and just enjoy your life. Because
facts.
I don't know, it's just better. Something about it. It's just better.
I didn't have an issue with Canna. Canna was great for me. But then when I switched to the raw salts from Canna, I saw no difference other than the amount it cost me to buy more nutrients.
It was cheaper, huh?
Way cheaper.
Yeah.
Way cheaper. At 10 milliliters a gallon, the Canna winded up costing more than the raw salts did.
Hot Desert Blooms, you said you modify week 4 to 7 with Jax, and that's what people do. But you see how it's like the people make that they tailor it themselves to make it do something. You see what I'm saying? And like Floraflex just makes it easy and just tells you when to do it, what to do, and like that. I just like lines like that switch it up for you and you just follow it. Don't have to think too much about it.
Yeah, any line that's strictly stagnant.
And Hot Desert, man, can you get that thing for me, man? For real, I need that. I need that, bro. I really need that. I need that shit soon, like
yesterday.
For real, man. Yeah, that's real. I need it, man. You keep teasing me, showing that motherfucker on IG. I'm like, let me get my hands on that girl. But how much Epsom? A teaspoon a gallon? I do 60 grams in a 55, 60 gallon reservoir. So basically like a gram a gallon.
Yeah, gram 1.2, something around that.
And I think I like the salts because I'm an old dealer. I like using scales. You know what I mean?
Me too.
I like using scales and shit. I like pressing the tear button and shit. You know what I'm saying? I just like the whole get down.
Yeah, everything about
it. You
is familiar.
Whipping it up. I like that.
Everything about it is familiar. It brings out the chemist in you. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He said this week for sure. Hot Desert Bloom said this week for sure.
For sure, man. I need that. I'm gonna sleep by the mailbox.
See, now I don't know if roots just start busting because my plants are in the pot and I don't see the roots until harvest.
No, he's saying roots just shot out on the clones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Floraflex is foolproof. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just simple, bro. And it's easy, man. You got a longer strain. You just run week 5 a little longer. That shit I like it. And the results came out, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, when I swear I switched it, man. I switched it, and on the second feeding, I swear all you smell in the room is cereal milk now. maybe it would have did it, but it wasn't doing nothing for me with the mega crop. I'm just, you know how you, like once you grow for so long, you can see your plants and kind of see if they doing what they supposed to do. You'll know.
Facts.
Like it's an instinct. It's an instinct thing. You be like, something missing, man. I'm about to switch this shit out, man. Don't even get us no more. Let me bring over the B1, B2, and the rest of the full tilt. Switch it up. Now you smell hella cereal milk. So it's about to finish up real decent, man. Yeah, mega crop. I'm still using that in some places though, like my moms and shit. All my moms get fed mega crop because they're not going through transitions in life. They just need a solid base nutrient. So that's perfect.
Oh yeah.
For that. You know what I'm saying? Solid base nutrient. I just give them that and they happy.
But when it comes to production, that floor flex is where
you just want to give it, you just want to make sure. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You don't want to run something and then like, could have been a little better. I don't want that. I'm gonna be like, nah, this is as good as it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, for real. You know that healthy funk when you hit the room, man. You know it.
It's a fact.
And that sight, you just get the eye for it too. You just looking like, nah, something ain't right. How you know that? I don't know. I just know.
Something ain't right. But you also know when you walk in your room and you can't say nothing, but you just stare, everything's going right.
Yeah, everything going right. When you just sitting there and just slowly scanning and panning the room like a fucking security camera, like, damn, okay.
Wolverine was saying this week on Grandmaster Level Show about how the Floor Flex gains moisture while in the package, which will make it way different along the way.
Yeah, that's true. It'll get like moisture in it, but so do Jacks and all that other shit. I don't care about none of that.
I never
a little
noticed
bit
that.
More or a little bit less of some salt ain't gonna hurt at all.
Yeah, I never noticed it.
You're not gonna feel nothing from that or see nothing different.
Yeah, no, I saw no difference.
Yeah, everybody's trying to be too fucking scientific about the product. Like, oh, it does this, that's gonna be bad. It's gonna have your weights fucked up.
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
If you think the plant give a fuck about a couple extra grams,
it don't give a flying fuck.
If anything, you helped it because you're probably on the safe side like me and not trying to burn the motherfucker. So anything, you helping it, giving a little more. You feel me?
Yep, because we always under anyway. Because my res is 35 gallons. I only give it 30.
Yeah, that's what I got to do. High Desert, put it in the Tupperware, and then just seal that shit off. Now that moisture Tupperware, keep all the air out. That's what I did with the Jacks, but I just got lazy with the B1 and B2 because they come in a cool little snap seal case, so I was just using that. But you know, sometimes I don't close the lid all the way, and a little moisture get in there, but I don't give a fuck about that. Yep.
But I gotta get ready to shut it down because I gotta get my Chef Ramsay on.
I feel it, bro. But we had a good one, man.
Oh yeah, it was an excellent one. And again, we always hold strong all the way to the end, the same amount of people. So I'll let you get your final words in, Frosty.
Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming, man. See you drop probably it'll probably start by the time the next podcast come out.
Oh yeah.
Still got to go sort through them and get everything ready. Waiting on some packaging. Got to wait on some stickers. So just give me some time. It'll be there. All right. Peace.
Work always getting done. So y'all know the routine. Make sure that you like. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you leave a comment. Make sure that you share the video. Get more people involved in the conversation. And you already